Of
We are now live.
It just feels character friendly, if that makes sense. Like, if he's got to be a rogue, it feels like it makes the most sense for that to be the one he picks, or that be the one he stumbles into. Instead of being like, I'm just going to pick this one because I think it's good. It'll be, well, he's not exactly killing people, but he's also not, like, the pushover, so I don't want it to be like,
Which one?
he's not bad, but you know. What do you mean by which one?
Which archetype were you talking about?
Inquisitive.
Hmm.
It's from Xanthar's. It's a ear for deceit. I have a talent for picking out lies, so whenever I make a wisdom, I can determine if something's lying. I can treat a roll of 7 or lower on a d20 as an 8. He's got an eye for detail, so I can take a perception check to spot a hidden object, or an investigation check to discover clues and such. I like insightful fighting, though. 3rd level to decipher opponent's tactics. As a bonus action, I can make an insight check against their deception check. If I succeed, I can use my sneak attack even if I don't have advantage on the attack roll.
nice.
And the benefit lasts for a minute until I use it again, so...
I throw mushrooms at people.
So that reminds me. For a while, I've thought it would be a fun thing to do a one-shot thing of just a heist job.
I'm working on that
Just
already.
everybody builds a rogue,
Oh god.
and your entire goal is you're all here as part of a heist, and your
Like,
goal is to
everyone
do
roll
whatever
a
you're trying.
bard for some reason for this campaign?
So you're Seth, the premise you're getting is literally an entire tabletop game.
It makes sense that somebody would have made a game out of this already.
It's Shadowrun.
Isn't that the Waterdeep heist?
I think so.
Kind of.
Also, Shadowrun does the same thing where you
Yeah.
can do one shot heists with random random people
Oh.
and grifters.
Oh yeah, that would be a fun thing. Just do like a single adventure where the intent is just to steal Xanathar's goldfish.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Alright, you need the seducer, you need the grifter, you need the muscle.
God.
Alright, who's the hacker? What's a hacker? Okay, who's the lockpicks? Who's the person that lockpicks? We can all lockpick, we're all rogues. Who's got the better lockpicking skill? I do. He's the lockpicker. But I got the fancy new lockpick kit. Shut the fuck up. He's picking the lock.
God.
But he's the seducer.
I don't want to be the seducer. Too
Somebody
bad.
decides to stat a little more aggressively, so they're the guy that holds the guards off whenever things go bad.
Yeah, that's the muscle. That's the
Just
muscle.
everyone has to actually pay attention to their stats when they're making a character.
It's like who's the one who lays the plans out? The person with the highest intelligence stat. Our intelligence is fucking low. I have a +2. He's the fucking leader.
I mean, there is
He's
a
a
rogue
genius.
class that deals with intelligence.
Hey,
I mean,
that's everyone.
that's literally the one that Turren's going into.
Yeah,
the positive one.
Exactly.
Hey, how much did I miss?
You missed everything.
Nothing. We're waiting on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish
We're
I
up
would.
to level 10.
I was helping cook food and I just realized what time it was.
Ah, that makes sense.
We're level 10 now, by the way.
We're level.
He's,
Wait, what?
He's joking. He is
Yeah,
joking.
the buds
Do not
appear
listen to him.
in glorious light or infernal flames, depending on which god you revere, and jumped us all several levels.
Yes, except for you. You're not. You weren't
You
here
just
for
weren't
this.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's
Playing in the
fair.
tavern.
Still can't talk.
But you can be Rogar's plucky voice.
I think that was already the
Oh.
how we were going.
You can still be Rogar's
TC, go for
plucky
lightning
voice.
lure.
Lightning
I don't know how far
lure.
back I am in the stream. Yeah, with the delay on the stream, but
Alright, so TC, we're all here. We're ready to go.
All right.
Yeah.
1 second. I'm almost done here. I'm almost done.
Ah, TC, they have to go.
I know, but I'm almost done.
You
I
come
want-
back to it. You can come back to it.
Fine. I'll come back to it later.
I've
Whores.
enjoyed watching you do all your stuff.
Damn it, Turd! Don't encourage him.
All right.
Oh no, I'm watching it on the stream. It means I'm getting more bits.
That's true. You are getting bits.
Alright.
Right.
So,
Let me,
to start off, I want you guys to know that since I've started this diet, I have now lost 6 pounds.
What
Nice.
the hell are you doing?
Hey.
I
Over
basically
how
have just.
long? How many days?
I've been doing this now for about 3 weeks.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, that's at least healthy.
Yeah.
So, crap tons of water. I've pretty much stopped drinking all sodas except for the exceptional Coke Zero every other day.
That's worse. You shouldn't even drink those. Bad.
Go to hell, Asham. My
Those
new
are
favorite
really bad
snack
for you.
is fruit for the most part.
Let's go for almonds.
I have given up all bread in my life, which means yesterday when the guy from Red Lobster come to pick up his TV set, and he brought butter biscuits, I had to resist the smell.
Means you can't go to Rice Box anymore.
I
Get
know.
what you love.
He's like, don't remind me.
I know. I
Wait,
can
you
eat
can eat the
white
meat-
rice. I cannot do fried rice. I can only have
You
a
can
small serving
also-
of white rice.
You can eat egg noodles.
Well, you could do
technically.
homemade fried rice where you do the hoisin sauce, some sesame oil, and soy sauce
Absolutely.
as the main part to
Alright.
browning it. Yeah.
Anyway, CC.
So-
So you're
Onward.
doing the diet where you avoid white.
Oh my god.
Onward, TC. Onward. Onward.
All right. Moving onward. Last time we talked, we had just finished up Osterland's Hold.
Yep.
Let us move along
Yes.
from that silly place. We are now heading to Everlund.
Yes.
All right. Is it safe to assume that Turin has a map of Everlund?
It is very safe to assume this because that big old map that he got.
Is it safe to assume that it is similarly labeled to the one you showed us, minus specifically calling
Did
out
everyone
this
get
guy
that map that I
Navarre's
just sent
house?
them?
Yeah,
Yes.
you sent it to it
There
last
you
time,
go.
yeah.
That's Everlund. Congratulations, people.
Where are we coming in at? Area
6.
6 or 2? 6? Okay.
6.
All right. So Rogar has the map spread out.
Let me
next to
explain.
Turin
Let
and
me
is-
explain
sorry.
something very, very quickly here.
Who left?
Turin.
This
Oh,
is
no,
the
he's
first
the one I
time
was talking
I'm
to.
photosynthesizing.
The person you were talking to.
I had purgatory. I'm sorry. Everybody got really quiet.
Alright. Everyone should have access to this, correct? Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Map? Yes.
You
You
guys.
see it in locations of the north under E locations.
Yes. You guys should be heading toward Silvery Moon, which is going out number 1 on the top left-hand side.
Alright.
As you guys reach gate number 3, and mind you, you guys are passing on the left-hand side of the right-hand side, a couple of different farms and houses and stuff like that. And by the way, those who are watching the stream, if anything sounds awful, please let me know. I am still working with audio issues and dumb stuff like that.
I sense cabbages.
Shut up. Anyway, yeah. Audience, y'all guys just let me know if you hear something off. Other than that, I can hear everyone else fine. I'm ready to go if everyone else is ready to go, but, yeah. So,
Yep.
that's fine with me, Seth. I need it. Let's go. As you guys are going up the Evermore Way, I want to point something out to you guys. Everyone roll me a perception check. Your passive perception is fine.
I will take my
Alright.
passive
You
perception.
need a
I'll-
15 or higher to succeed.
I'll take my passive perception.
Okay,
of
well,
18.
I took my 16.
Actually,
I got
just
15.
go ahead and accept the fact that Rogar is going to fail.
let me rephrase. I want to give this a freebie to everyone.
Oh, I got a 20.
Yay.
Oh, my
Hold
friend,
on,
passive
I'm
perception
curious.
is 15.
Those who rolled a 15 or higher off of that though, get to make another check for me.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But as you
Tell you
guys are
what,
coming up Everland, you notice that
Yeah.
there is a giant shadow that overshadows you in the sky.
Can I use my passive perception on it too, or no?
Is there another floating ass castle in the sky over
No. If you have a passive perception higher than a 15, or if you have rolled higher than a 15,
That would be me.
I need you to make me a history check right now.
History! No!
here? Well, that's a 26.
Wait, did you rolled higher than a 15? Wait, no, you're just...
Yeah, no, my passive is 15, but I rolled a 15 as well. Okay, so I rolled an...
History.
How do I roll
An
again?
18, so I got a 15 on my history check.
Okay.
Oh no!
Who rolled at 18 or higher?
Hi.
On history.
How do I
Yes.
roll a d20 again? Is it
Slash
or-
R 1d20.
Why did it have to be history?
AC is still streaming Killing Floor
It says
2.
10
Am I
after
streaming Killing
16.
Floor 2?
You are indeed
Why
streaming.
Why am
Killing
I
Floor
streaming
2.
Killing Floor 2? I shouldn't be streaming Killing Floor 2.
This was my history check.
I'm angry.
I rolled a 10.
Fixed.
He
angry. He angry.
It's fixed. Sorry about that. Alright.
I rolled a 10 on my history.
History
check. I thought
checks
it was
higher
good.
than a 18.
Oh.
Anybody?
No.
That one
No.
who's literally intelligence based. Me.
Alright.
I'm wisdom.
What did you roll?
26. 18 plus 8.
Okay. I'm gonna send you something.
I've been saying it for like the past minute. Me.
I'm sorry I
motherfucker,
didn't
me.
hear you.
I'm a very wise oak. I'm not a smart oak.
Alright, so Rogar glances up at whatever TC is talking about, marvels it, and then excitedly points back to the Bell Market on the map.
See, how do I whisper?
He is
Slash W.
Why don't you
Yes,
just send it over Discord?
particularly trying
Yeah,
to
just
show
send it
this
to
to
Discord.
Jordan.
To me.
Remember it.
There we
Just
go.
Discord
I've
it,
got
right?
it. I've got it.
Where the fuck am I looking at this?
I'll just do it this way. Hold on.
Because
Because I am assuming... Tidri,
Hi.
change your name to just simple Tidri, please, for the love of God, because I have to type in everything. Same for the rest of you people with quotes.
What do you mean?
You have Tidri D. Oh.
The
Sithri?
full name?
Bye.
Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of the back part of the name so I can whisper to you properly, please.
By the way, we know that Charles isn't Charles anymore.
Just
I
send
know.
him to
That's true, and
Discord.
nobody calls him Charles anymore. I'll get
Alright.
rid of that.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. I don't
do I
know
get
how
rid
to
of that?
actually change it in here.
Cogs.
Because that's
Go to your
Yeah.
cogs and then display name. And I'll just do it this way. DM for my name. Boom!
Oh, we
Easy!
just type in GM to whisper to you.
Oh yeah, you just type in GM. Dadgummit, that's not fair.
There we go.
This one,
I've
Naya. There we go. I can work with this now.
Okay.
Yep.
This one is typing.
That is the worst feature.
Oh, there we go. So
Bye.
also, if you
High
Five.
five.
High five.
click where it says
No!
as
That worked. That worked. Proud of you. That one worked, TC. Step 1 was accomplished.
Alright. Let's try this again.
Step
Wait.
1 was accomplished. I love how I have to shorten my name because TC can't fucking spell it.
No,
DC
I'm
can't
just
spell.
lazy after doing code all day.
Fair.
Speaking of code, I have to code an engine.
Hell yeah.
Note or code.
Code. Oh man, how does this work?
One day.
If I was
TC
at Discord, it would have been easier to pull me into a private chat and tell me this shit.
I
Just
know.
send it over Discord.
Be prepared for massive amounts of messaging.
You know,
That's easy.
TC, I'm literally. What's that? Okay.
How,
What's that?
you
It's a
don't know what that
picture.
is? Oh,
Picture of
okay.
his red
You
swan.
should know what this is. You should
Oh,
very.
is it Attack on fucking Titan? Damn it,
No,
TC.
would you shut up?
Wasn't that the joke we made last time?
Oh!
Yes.
Oh, fuck! Oh!
Oh.
Oh, okay. Hi. Hi, Google search. Nope. Hi.
So, so does TJ start saying, "Oh hi"?
Well, everybody's just sitting here like, what's the
Okay,
Google?
so we know that Tidri is very unsettled by whatever he just saw.
Huh.
What's up, man? How's it
Okay.
going?
Nope.
Battle date. You here for the
Nope.
here for some rolls and some crits and some fails?
Mostly
fail.
fails.
I'm very confused. What's going on?
I
Just
knew
look at the chat.
something.
Yeah, there's a challenger who has approached.
Oh shit.
No, a challenger is not approached. No,
Oh.
no God, no God, no,
5 goes and hits it.
no
What
God.
are we doing?
No.
I don't know. We're waiting for TC.
Oh no, I'm
That's what
waiting.
I was thinking.
That's what you see in the
So
sky.
that's
You
what I-
recognize it.
So,
That-
can you describe to the rest of us what we see?
It
Well,
flies
giant-
this
yeah,
way.
A giant ass blue dragon. No, bad.
Like
Okay,
an
I
actual
mean-
dragon or a statue of
We
one?
all saw the dragon, we just don't recognize it. So-
Yes.
Wouldn't we know what a dragon is?
What you-
though?
Let me say it this way. Okay.
Dragon bad.
You look up and everyone of you see a dragon. Oh,
Okay,
you
what
see a
else
little bit
do
of
we
a kind of
have?
a blue
Visual?
glint coming off the scales and everything, and then you hear Tidri start to freak the ever-loving crap out.
Look, no, bad, no, bad, no.
Hey man, yeah. Have any questions posted in chat, and either anyone who's watching the stream or I'll answer a question to the best of your ability. Give me 1 second though, I'll be right back.
Why is the fiery one so flustered?
Get the
Good
fuck into town now.
We are already in the town.
Are we? I thought it was coming up on the town.
He
that
said
saw
we were
it.
in
We
the
made it
gate.
to the
Oh.
Gates.
first
We're-
gate.
Yeah,
Yep.
3.
Yeah,
So we're already in the town.
Oh, we're in? Good. I am running. You've not seen dwarves run faster than normal.
He's
But if I
running.
had the haste spell, I would have been running a lot quicker.
He's running about 20 feet. I'm running about 45.
Sir, 50. I am running 50 feet because I am dashing.
Oh. I could dash too.
Just
Whatever.
walking.
Bad. Nope.
We're on a wagon. I feel like the wagon will go a little faster than that, though.
No, wagons go slow unless you get the horses.
I
to
mean,
go
the
fast.
dragon's not coming this way, is it? It's just flying around.
It's just
so.
flying so far.
Hey,
So Tidri hops
me
out of the
go into a
wagon.
panic attack.
Tidri hops out of the wagon and runs into off into a random direction.
That's
Mm.
funny.
Today's quest, the hunt for Tidri, is on. I found him.
Just
How
so-
did you find him so fast? I have very high tracking and perception.
Hmm.
Wait,
I'm
you can
at-
find us? Yes. How also did you find him? I found beard hairs and alcohol.
That would do
Speaking
it.
of
That would do
Speaking
it.
of alcohol, I think I need to go get some.
So what are we doing in this city again? Aren't we
We're
buying
waiting-
stuff?
We're
We're
waiting for
stopping.
TC.
I'm shopping.
We apparently we are shopping, and I am about to
And
go
it's-
get alcohol.
Yeah, go get some alcohol while TC is doing whatever.
I've
I think he just came
noticed
back.
we
He's popped
have
up
a
on my
pretty
screen.
even split of the party, of the half of the party that's like, oh god, shopping. And then the half of the party that's like, oh yes, shopping.
Yeah.
Man, my character
How much
doesn't
money
need
do I
shit.
have? Is that really how much money I have? How much money do you guys have?
How much money do I have? I spent it all on our supplies. Oh, I have 500 gold.
Let me,
Weird.
according to my bookkeeping, Turin still
guys.
has.
Guess what?
You're
What?
gay.
What?
I have 69 followers. Yeah!
Nice.
Hey!
I need to
Hey,
know,
hey,
is
everybody.
she actually in this fucking campaign?
Hey, everybody on 3, we're gonna give one nice in solidarity for his 69 followers. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
The
Alright, TC,
Marcast.
hurry back. So, what's happening? TC,
Oh, sorry, I have 398 gold.
Wait.
Okay, I have
Where the
1,400
fuck are
gold.
we?
When did I get 1,660 gold?
When
Well,
we
I need to
each
check my bookkeeping.
split up 7K.
Yeah. We set that up for a reason, but you should have already had
Yeah, we did get a lot of money from selling that big thing.
Yeah,
Just waiting, so I still have
a good bit.
one day TC will come back.
Okay,
Yeah,
I gotta get back to
have
this.
1,400.
bye. Alright,
What?
I'm back. Sorry about that. Battle date, you're awesome.
Why
You are
in
awesome.
the fuck?
Why what?
Why is she here? She's normally in the desert.
Uh-huh.
Why in the fuck is she here?
Uh-huh.
I'm a tree man.
Are you asking
What-
this
what is
above
the dragon
table
doing?
or Is this
That is a weird.
like? Are
bird.
you just screaming at the sky randomly and going, "Why are you
No.
here?"
In Dwarvish, maybe.
Yes.
And then all the townsfolk
Yeah.
are looking
why
at
is
you
that
like,
so loud?
call the guard. Crazy
I
dwarf.
mean, I assume it's not a normal occasion for an ancient dragon to be flying across the sky.
You're right.
Is he saying this in common or dwarvish?
No.
These tabletop.
Why the fuck are you here? Yeah, that's not in common.
We
So
just
he's just,
swear I would know
shouting
her?
some. So he's just shouting dwarvish curses right now.
yes.
From
Tyrion is
what you
writing
would
this down.
understand, basically. So here's the fun thing. The reason why I would even know who she was is because events that will occur, not now.
I'm just standing there blank faced.
By the way, guys, I finished homework a little bit earlier than what I predicted, and I actually accidentally didn't get a chance to go to church because homework kept me up to like. So I spent the last 30 minutes prepping an overarching story for you guys that includes this chick.
Well, I'm sitting there
Hold on.
passive face, not
I did
caring what the
not
dwarf
realize
passes and
this
stuff.
is who you were gonna bring in.
Rogar
Surprise!
kind of glances at the other two bards before leaning over
Yeah,
and
no, I
tapping
forgot
Tidri on the
that.
shoulder.
Bad. Dragon not. Well, depending on your stance of the dragon, good or bad. Very complicated. I need liquor.
Oh, does Tidri say that out loud and starts running off to an inn or something?
No, more like I'm going to the back of the wagon.
At this
We
point, you
did
guys
stop.
haven't really made it into the city yet. You're still kind of going up.
That's what I figured.
I thought we were at the gates. You said
You
we were
were
at the
getting close to him. I needed to back up and drop that real quick. Sorry. I will
Okay.
clarify for future reference. So, where
Fuck.
were we?
We're going to the gates.
Bad.
Tidri's freaking out. The tree man and the metal man are just kind of sitting there going, "This dwarf is weird."
And there's a really big bird in the sky.
As you walk
Welcome
up to
bird.
the gates, you notice there are two circle bastion towers on the left and right with about a 20-foot tall, 10-foot wide. 20-foot tall, 20-foot wide gate sitting there, as it is the main southern entrance to the city. Standing in full armor at attention are about 10 guards, 5 on each side, various races, and there is one what would be the captain of the guard who raises his hand and stops you at the gate. It is a half orc whose right tooth is kind of chipped halfway off. Looks like he's very battle hardened. He asks, "What business do you have in Everlund?"
I'm trying to get
Tyrion
to
starts
Silvermoon.
waving because he's got his hand up.
I'm sorry.
We
What,
are
what, what?
trying. Go. You go.
Tyrion starts waving the minute his hand goes up, thinking that's what he's doing. And then
He just-
Rogar
he-
keeps going.
approaches with a nearly empty satchel that has a bare minimum of food ingredients, as if to display how empty it is.
My compatriots are trying to say we are here to stock up on supplies on our way to Silvery Moon.
Tyrion starts
Rogar
yelling
nods
at
his head.
Tidri.
He asks, "Do you mind if I search your cart?"
By all means, we have nothing to hide.
You say that.
That's something somebody who has something to hide would say.
Yeah, you can start.
No, secrets are for people with something to hide.
He snaps his fingers, and two of the guards step forward, sheathing their swords as they do a quick rummage around the back of the cart. Those who want to
Nolly's
hide
good turn.
something, with their wonderful half-off items, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Any modifier?
You want to
Good
roll
roll.
low.
Roll low.
Low.
You're asking a lot of me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, low.
Wait, why low?
Please be a natural one. I'd
That's
give
weird.
anything for a natural one right now. If it'll load, roll
Rolls
the
a-
dang dice.
We're looking for dumb luck currently.
3!
Yeah,
Ha
that's pretty low.
They look over everything, and they step back, saying, "All clear." He steps aside and says, "Enjoy your stay at Everlund. Keep the
Thank you.
peace. Be respectful. Watch your hands."
Did you see that dragon that flew over by? Is that a normal occurrence?
That's not the first dragon, and it won't be the last. Like, he is completely unbothered by it.
Okay.
Just a big bird. Just a big bird.
No, it's not.
It would seem that this guy doesn't
Who's
know.
saying it's a big bird? Is that who's saying that?
It's Turin. It's one of the few phrases he's heard numerous times walking around.
You know what? I forgot about this. See, I was actually screaming that in Draconic.
Oh, I would have actually understood that. Okay.
Why the fuck are you here?
Oh wait, he was screaming that in Draconic at the dragon.
Yeah, why are you here? Am I late?
Alright. As you guys go inside the city gates, to your left-hand side is a bunch of residential ways. If you on the right-hand side, you guys see a bunch of residential. And then, about where number 12 is at, you see kind of a large stone wall that according to the map that Turin has. Yes, I know it definitely sounds like a Garden Whiterun. It definitely.
Somebody stole. your
Halt there,
sweet
criminal scum!
What? No,
No, that's Oblivion.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
that
That's
is
Oblivion.
Oblivion.
My bad.
You should feel
Wrong
ashamed.
game.
Feel ashamed.
Shame on me. Shame
You
on me.
faker.
You violated my mother.
All right. Whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
man.
whoa, whoa. No, not all right.
The bandits.
All right. So 12, as you guys see, is the barracks and armory. So it's kind of a tall stone structure. You see the kind of the small bastion in the center or in the lower left-hand corner of it. Straight ahead, you see a giant drawbridge with a mighty river running underneath it that divides the city in half. On the other side, you see a wide open plain area that is called the Bell Market. One giant bell in the center, and almost like I would say a market like you would find in East India, with all of the people with their stands and different colored tapestries and pretty much anything you want to find, you can find it there. 9 is the Hall of Elders. It is the capital building of the city. That is the tallest point at the very center of the 9 is a tall spire tower. Based on what you guys already know of this region, it is where the Council of 9 sit.
Ah, yes, the Council of
Oh.
Nine.
9.
As you go into, I'm assuming no one's going to try to go toward the armory or any of the residential areas right now.
No.
As you get to 8 at the Bell Market, you find that there is plenty of things to go buy if you decide to go shopping.
I have no reason to. I'm a tree.
Yes.
Alright. Rogar is going to go shopping, but before he does, he's actually going to sit down next to Tidre and take out his notebook and, in Draconic, write out the words, "Too late for what?" and then show it to him.
Fuck. Dragon.
See, cause
Let's just say her showing up is not a good omen for us.
Oh, that's not good.
And that's all I'll say.
Rogar sits there and thinks for a moment before writing down, "Do you know her?"
Only in legend and what she is capable of.
Oh, there we go.
Ba-da-da-da-bum, bum, 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 ba-da-da-bum, bum, bum, bum,
All right.
bum, bum,
Oh.
bum,
You guys have kind of
trying to
reached
get
there
around.
about the noonday, so it is probably one of the busiest points of the day. There are people everywhere. There are guards everywhere. There are children, pets, people playing, people gambling. The very center of it all, there's kind of a raised platform that make sure I'm getting all of this correct here because I want to make sure I'm telling you guys the truth.
Force vengeance.
At the very center, you see what's called one second. As you guys look towards the center, there is a kind of an older woman who comes forth with a giant staff on her hand that has a couple of bells on it. She bangs it on the podium, and everyone is kind of quiet down as she talks about the beauty of the city and how it's time nearly for the lunch festivities to finalize your final shopping purchases so that everyone may enjoy food. As she bangs her staff again with the bells, everyone immediately picks up where they were off.
Rogar was about to start writing another question, but after that, he gets this alarmed look on his face, and he apologetically looks at Tidri and just kind of holds his hands up in the way he does to say, "I'm sorry," before stuffing his notebook back, tugging at the other two bards, and then gesturing towards the shopping area.
As you look back to find Turin, you find that Turin has slipped away from the group while no one has noticed.
Father,
I'm going
I
shopping.
thought the point was, I thought we already established that motherfucker, I guess in this case scenario, I would not be actively concerned about him. This is the one fucking time you get away when there's a giant-ass ancient dragon that's cursed. Why? Why
Is Tidri saying that out loud?
No, this is in character. The one fucking time I'm occupied with an ancient dragonborn
I'm just.
is when the one time we break the rule of Turin stays with Tidri.
What language is he saying this in?
So this is out of character.
Oh God, I love it.
I'm full. This is
That
another like
is correct.
cartoony headcanon. Is he turns away from Tidri and looks to where I would be standing, and then right next to me, it does like the blinking silhouette where he's supposed to be. Just like, huh? Oh no!
All right.
Yeah, so Rogar just kind of gestures towards the empty space and looks at Nalia like, "What happened?"
It's like, well, he's right. Oh.
This is the where do you lose a woman meme. This is the perfect use. How do you lose this bird?
As Turin is sneaking away from the group, it's not long before he hears Tidri's rants and ravings, and he realizes, and the smirk appears on his face, knowing that he's, oh yeah, I'm good. All right, Turin. I actually figured you were gonna do something like this, so I planned for this.
Yes! Damn it! Justice! Justice at its finest moment!
All right, give me a D6 for which shops you roll me a D6 to see which shops you visit on the way.
Honestly, I feel like there's a good chance that you could probably just do a solo session based on just Turin alone.
You could do a solo session with Terran's thoughts. Like, you could just do a within the mind episode.
Oh God.
Oh, we just all play the conflicting ideas fighting in his head.
Have you seen you
on
remember-
the beach.
You guys remember that episode of Red vs. Blue where they go inside Caboose's head? And it's just like the stupidly like over generalized characters? That's what I'm imagining.
So what, do we each pick another player's character to play an exaggerated version of?
Yes.
Tidri speaks exclusively in a pirate accent, but claims to be Southern.
Wow. All right,
Rogar is a mime who can't stop telling you about how much he doesn't talk.
moving on then. So now, as you're walking through the different things, you notice that there is a fortune teller's stand off to the left-hand side, about a good 20 feet from where you left the cart. Inside are all kinds of, like, if I were to roll a d20 for shininess, I'm talking about 18, 19, 20 shiny objects.
I love how you have to talk about them as shiny objects for this bird.
Perfect.
Terry doesn't care what they are. He
That's
just cares that they
two
are. He just cares that they're shiny.
Of my 6 things, that's 3 of them right there, if I'm lucky.
So
Let's go look at the right shinies.
Don't mind me digging up.
as
more
you are looking among the wares of this fortune teller, you see at the very top, in a kind of a curvy text, it says Madame Zostra, fortune telling.
She's Russian.
Would you shut up?
She would actually be from River Muti, and her Xanthral's Keep were up there.
Whatever.
Ian.
Okay.
Anyway, so as you're looking through all the wares, you see this really nice little bracelet that's got it's put on kind of like a mannequin hand. You know how they kind of got the hand at different poses to show off different rings and stuff like that. Around the wrist part of this hand is a circlet of 2 dragons kind of flying around each other, creating a band, made of what looks to be a silver polished to almost a mirror-like sheen. The eyes have bright red crystals in them, or excuse me, not red, bright blue crystals in them, and it looks chilling to look at. In the center, and this is on the left-hand side of the table, there's other rings and sort of things on that particular hand, but you notice that that bracelet more than anything else. In the center of the table are 3 different orbs. A sign there in common says scrying orbs, 30 silver apiece. One's red, one's green, one's blue. The red looks like it's kind of got a fiery look to it. The blue one's got more of a kind of an ice storm to it, and the green is more of just a very, I would say, kind of a smoky green. But they are all somewhat slightly animated in a very slow fashion. On the right-hand side,
They have prices on them, right? They have actual prices?
30 silver, yes.
Okay.
Thank
you.
On the right-hand side, there's a couple of ornate daggers. One looks like a snake. It's kind of green and copper in color. The blade is curves back and forth multiple times before, at the very end, straightening out into 2 fine points like it's a snake tongue. There's another golden dagger off to the right-hand side that's made almost entirely of gold, has jewels all over it, and everything.
Is there a pink rock or a really shiny rock, like that refracts a lot of light?
So you're looking for more like a
Because
crystal?
I found the orbs.
Here is
Yes.
this extremely important asset to this part of the story. Is it pink, though?
You know what? Let's
He's
see.
got a list of things he's looking for, in particular. But that took a little bit of time.
You know what? I'm going to be
But-
real nice to you. I'm going to be real nice to you. In the back of the store, toward the back of the tent, there's a shelf on the far left-hand side. And there sits kind of a large crystal-like object that is pink, sitting in a very nice, ornate, shiny base.
Okie dokie. Here's where some magic comes into play. Turn's gonna sit down, look around, find the things that he absolutely wants. I want that dragon bangle, the scrying orbs, the blue one, and the green one.
I love how
Blue
specific you...
orb,
It's like, forget the red one, I want the
Blue
blue and
orb.
green.
blue and green. I want the dragon bangle. There's the big pink rock. I didn't find anything shiny yet, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to go to another store if I can swing it. And I think I want the dagger.
Which dagger? I gave
So-
you 2.
The snake one.
Okay. As you're looking over them, trying to calculate the prices in your head, out pops this half orc. Sorry, I want to say dwarven this time. I already did a half orc tonight. This dwarven woman who's got lace around her face and real frilly clothing, but the lace is very thin. And let's see, on a scale of yeah. 1 being the prettiest woman in the land and 20 being the ugliest, she's a 14 out of 20. Like, you can see warts behind the veil, and there's a little bit of excess muffin top coming over the belly shirt, and nasty.
Tyrion just kind of weighs and kind of goes back to his devices while he's doing his numbering, and pulls out a piece of string and a small piece of wood, and then casts Unseen Servant, and kind of like leans in, and like kind of points in a direction, and gives it a few like a small coin that's really, really shiny. And since he can't really talk to it, it's gonna go switch the pink rock for the coin that's really shiny.
You're gonna do this in front
While
of this
Turin
woman?
goes through. Well, I'm pointing in a general direction towards the back of the shop, and then I'm just putting a coin in there, and the coin just kind of wiggles in place, and then kind of like walks away while hovering in the air because the Unseen Servant's invisible. I can't really talk to it.
Yeah, but what I'm asking is, how is that coin that you have
Oh.
in your hand going to trade places with that rock behind the woman?
Is the rock more than 5 pounds?
Oh, it's about 5 pounds.
Okay, then the thingy can just pick it up and switch it for the coin,
Just
and then just kind of sit there and wait for me
so it's
until
just
I tell it to do something.
so there's a levitating rock floating behind this woman that this woman cannot see. Is that
Pretty
what I'm
much.
getting here?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
kind of waiting while I go through and do my business. So Turin's gonna lump together then. So 30 silver, 30 silver,
Servant
10 gold, and he puts 10 gold down for the blue orb, the green orb, and then kind of points to the dragon bangle, and then points to the snake dagger, and then touches his 10 coins. That is his final offer. For now.
For now.
10 gold.
She looks at
I'm
you,
bundling.
looks down, looks at all the things that you want, and she strokes her veil. Pretty sure that she has got like some kind of dwarf beard underneath all of that. Not
That's
sure.
fair.
Hey, that's dwarf sis.
I didn't
there's
ask
a-
you.
So
And
she's
she,
looking at all the objects right now, right?
yeah, she's calculating everything.
As she's looking around, Turin wants to cast Prestidigitation to ruin the bangle and make it look way more tarnished. And like essentially he's trying to do that to each object little bit by little bit as she keeps looking away.
Oh my
Since it's a
god!
cantrip.
I need you to roll me a d20 for this to see how successful this is, because this is almost
Do I get a
deception, but without
Sleight of
talking.
hand check. That's a
Yeah.
sleight of hand check.
That will be sleight of hand.
Woo!
Woo!
I think that's good. I
What?
think that's good. Character sheet, come to me. It is very good for me. I've got a really good.
Oh!
Well, he does it. He does it.
I am
What
halfway
the
through
hell
my
is
second
going
bottle of
on?
I am halfway through my second bottle of whiskey now.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm about to go grab my own. God.
I don't think I'm gonna be coherent by the time we have league practice. I'm gonna be real.
Looks like no league practice today.
All right. What the hell? Just. She nods. Yes. Pulls the. Yeah. Just take it. Get out of my hair. You ruined my
Take it,
idea.
and I get to keep my coins? Yeah.
No, she takes your daggone coins.
Oh, okay.
Nice try.
Okay, cool. So as I walk away, I need to find one more thing. I think.
Maybe.
That will be up to him himself if he wants to see the character stats. Our friend here, Battle Date, wants to see your character stats, my dude.
I don't think I've
I think
updated
I
it
have
on
one of the
Roll20
more
yet,
ba-
but I have the PDF.
I think I have
We'll-
one of the more balanced.
I'll get him to
character
send me the
sheets, funny
PDF and I'll
enough.
pull it up on the screen for you here in just a moment.
Yeah. But it should still be the same one that's on there
Yeah.
earlier. But
Jesus Christ.
let's see. I still need something
He
that.
has 2 levels of rogue. That's why I think he's proficient in sleight of hand, which is why this is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I am. I'm proficient in sleight of hand and acrobatics and performance with expertise on those 3 in particular.
Yeah, so that's the reason why
Yeah,
he has
yeah.
a +9 and not a normal modifier. His character sheet is ridiculous.
I don't think I have your character,
But,
Turin.
oh no.
What?
I think you built your character without me.
Yeah, I
No,
don't think
built
you
it
were
with
here
you
that
guys.
night. Well, yeah,
I was
you
here
were
with
one
you
of the first
guys.
ones. You were one of the first ones that built the character. I think you were the example.
Yeah.
I'm
pretty
not.
sure you
we
were
can
the
fix it later.
example.
I'm not
fix it
seeing
later.
you here.
Unless I'm Squib, but I don't think that's the
No,
case.
Dragon Board Bard,
Or
Human Monk Warlock. No, you're none of these guys up here.
Huh.
Yeah, I think he was just the normal. He was the first one. We just didn't actually go through with it.
well, I got
I
the
have-
character sheet exported though. We'll figure
Yeah.
it out later.
Yeah, we'll
I
look
I
at
need
it
really
later.
something
All right.
shiny.
So you walk
and,
away
like, a
with all
black
of this
coloration.
stuff. Are you going back to the cart now, or are you going to keep looking for things?
I need one black shiny thing, and preferably, I want to find a tailor.
At this point, he is getting a message from Tidri going, "Where the fuck have you ran off to?"
I'm leaving him on red. I can't. I don't want to talk back. It's for surprises. It's for good things.
Time out.
I'm shopping for you guys.
Since
it's important
since
for me.
when in D&D do you get to leave a mental message like that on red? Wait, you know what? Whatever. Moving on. Going back to the
Every point in his thought process will be broken by another mental message. He
How much
cannot
do you
maintain
spend?
he cannot maintain
wow.
any sort of concentration until he answers.
All right, going
Oh,
back
I
to the
can't?
group at the cart. What's going on? What you
Okay.
guys what's happening?
Well, currently, I was like, Nalia is trying to look around to see where the heck the bird friend went, because he just kind of up and left.
He
Well,
went
she's gone.
RUNNOFT.
I assume the bird is dead because the bird won't answer. It's fine.
Hey, we don't just assume things like that.
Well, if they don't respond to a message in their mind, it means they're incapacitated or they are dead.
Maybe they just don't like you, and then Nalia would stick her tongue out for emphasis.
Rogar writes down
Nope, I wish to
something
have
on his
more.
notebook and shows them the words, "He made friends with a crying giant. He's fine."
You know, that is true. That person could literally turn any situation into a good situation.
Yeah, I know,
like the
right?
bird personally.
I'm just saying, bird people look like dinner to a lot of people.
Yeah, that's just gross
That's a
on
fantastic
so many
point.
levels.
And people eat chicken.
Rogar gets a look of distaste on his face before writing down, "I'll get some supplies now."
It's just,
Yeah, think about that next time you cook chicken or turkey.
All right,
it's just
is anyone going to go with Rogar?
yes. Nalia is in disgust, just going to walk away from the dwarf.
Wow. What is this 1-5 and Tidri doing?
I mean, I have no reason to go to a market.
So you're just there for fun?
Man, I'm a tree. What do you expect me to do? I would like a burger. I'm a tree.
You want some chicken nuggets. That's what
Can
we
I
want.
get that as a ringtone? Just, I want
Can I
burger.
get a burger?
I'm a tree man. I want burger. Where is the burger?
Guys,
You-
I'm
you-
about
you-
to quit. I'm so done.
Man, I am a tree man who's lived in the woods and the
Man,
forest.
this is why you picked us for this game.
I'm
Is
literally
it-
just sitting here observing. I probably
Is it
saw
really?
turn right off.
Hey,
Yes.
at least we can actually solve your puzzles.
True.
Oh yeah.
Like we actually do progress the story.
That is true. We haven't
You might
just
not
sat in
like
the
how we
same
do it.
place
You might
forever.
not like how we do it, but we do get it done.
Alright.
I've heard stories. of
Battle
people
date
in your previous
117.
campaign.
You,
But
sir,
anyway,
ma'am, whichever. You. This
You
is
with the
the
face.
chat, or this is his. These are the stats. Look at that!
These
Look
are
at that! Look at
facts
that
as I
right there.
understand them.
Oh, that's 7 strength.
By the way, because of what you have, I think it means you get to roll advantage. No, we talked about that.
No, we talked about this.
Yeah.
Okay, remind me. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean?
It's
Double
just add.
proficiency.
Oh,
double
you just add
proficiency
you
mod.
add proficiency to it twice, don't you?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So it might be
Yeah,
a 10
yeah.
now.
Wait,
No. It's still plus 3.
be.
We're still good.
No, we're still
we're
plus
still good.
3. That
Yeah,
it might
we're
be
good.
next level or 9. I can't remember how they scale.
I think it's 7, but
Hold on, I have
well.
the book right here, actually. And bookmarked.
Well, since I am
Oh,
a
on
true
that
nerd,
note, I'm going to go look for books on dragons.
Yeah, it's level 9.
there's books here.
So
Well,
all that
there's a fucking bell
There's
market. I
everything.
assume
There's
that
everything.
it's a bell market, so I would assume there's at least possibly spell books
Not a
or
problem,
books on
dude. Not a
dragons.
problem. All right. Are you going to go with the other two? You're going to go off by yourself, or you're going to go with 5, or how
I
you
would
going to
go
do
by myself into the market.
that? All right. Then we're going to go with Rogar and Nalia first.
Okay.
All right. You guys are just going to go look for supplies and stuff of that nature?
Yeah, particularly, I'm going to see what I can do to fill up the supplies that we've already used and replace them. Rogar has also decided to go looking for whatever the most calming type of tea is that he can find.
Ooh. All right.
Not for his own benefit, but for Tidri's.
Trying to calm a dwarf, you're funny.
you gotta give him alcohol.
So we
not-
canonically have a chuck wagon, right?
Wait, what?
A chuck wagon. It usually holds all the stuff to like do food stuffs and such. So like, you ever play Red Dead Redemption 2?
We
Yeah,
are the
It's
chum
the chef's
bucket.
wagon.
We are the chum bucket.
We're the chum
We
bucket.
provide dinner and a and a show. And if you don't like
we
it,
do actually.
We really do, yeah. I think I found a way to make some more scratch on the side for us.
no more.
Hey, it doesn't bother me if you steal things, cause whatever. Why? Why do I care?
So then
you guys
they're looking
kill
for
me.
food.
At one point, I'll start photosynthesizing, and then I'll just decompose, and then it'll come back.
Hmm.
That'd be
Then
wild.
I'll come back. Aren't
It-
you
this
ready?
This one's back. What?
Bottle number
tree.
3.
The tree's back and he's pissed.
The tree's back.
Tree 2, Electric Boogaloo.
What happened? The tree gave me a splinter. What? Dude.
Bottle number 3.
Wow.
All right. So anyway, Tidri goes
Alright.
off on his own.
So you two who
Rogar.
are searching for basic provisions and stuff like that, oh,
And tea.
and tea, I have not forgotten. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Any modifiers?
Nah.
Okay. D20. 18.
7.
Ooh.
Rogar cannot find things.
He was too busy thinking about what Tidri said.
We're come to the canonical conclusion that I think his eyesight
It's
ability to speak. Like
Yeah, no. Rogar can't find shit, ever.
I will
Ever.
be
So
your
is he
eyes.
nearsighted or farsighted?
He's neither.
I think it's just oblivious.
Ah, fair enough.
I love that game.
I accidentally gave an engine. I'm coding an engine alongside what we're doing for like a simulator, and I accidentally just gave it like it went from 174 torque to like 1,600 torque because I wasn't paying attention.
Nice.
That's
So,
Alright.
horrifying.
All right.
So what does Nalia find?
As Nalia is, I'm assuming Nalia, you're sitting on the shoulders of Rogar, or are you walking on the ground?
Yes, I'm brooding atop his shoulders, just at
Brooding.
the
You
spiteful
hear
things that
a
Thor said.
slight scuffle to your right. You hear a young girl calling for help. As
Oh, fuck,
you
not
hear
the
the,
other part, Tim.
huh? What, Ashton?
No, just keep going. Bad memories.
Where did they go? Like, where did they go into the Bell Market, or where did they go?
Yeah, they're in the
into
Bell
the Bell
Market, but they're kind of like walking around the edge of the Bell Market. So in one of the back alleyways,
So we're not in a building yet, are we?
no,
Okay.
Yeah, because the Bell Market is outside.
yeah,
So
Bell
me
Mar-
and
okay.
you- I
Do
assume
what?
what happened is me and you guys just went in two different directions in the market.
Yes.
Yes.
I would
Probably,
so.
yeah.
So is this like? Can I hear that it's coming from an alleyway in front of us? Like, are we heading towards it?
It is as you pass by. It's almost as if you pass by an alleyway. You hear the shriek of the girl as like a whip cracks, and you hear it hit something just like that. As you
I'm going to. So just like I did in the last session when I rode on his shoulders, I'm gonna turn his head towards the sound, and I'm gonna wrap my tail around and just kind of like use it to point at the at the alleyway. I was like, I just heard something.
He looks kind of confused right now, but he has stopped moving.
After about another second of waiting, you guys see some shadows on the wall as if a door opens and there's a good bit of light from the inside of the door that leads to the alleyway, and you see shadows. But what you see in particular is a hand raising back in the air with a whip, and it cracks down on one of the other shadows. You hear another shriek of pain.
Yeah, Rogar stops being so casual and gets into almost a defensive stance. He looks like he's ready to move if he needs to, and he picks Nolly up and sets her down on the ground beside him, and then pulls out one of his hand crossbows.
He ready to fight.
She
He exchanges a look with her.
she
then
just
looks back
kind of
over there.
like nods her head for him to lead the way as she readies a rapier.
All right, I'm going to get as close to one of the walls as I can and sneak over there as quietly as I'm able.
Alright, give me 1 second. I want to do something here real quick.
Listen, we may be Shaggy and Scooby, but we can put up a fight, by God.
Aw, Scoob.
Like Zoinks, man! You didn't have to stab him that much!
Rogar. Stop.
Giving a whole new meaning to that song, I Died in Your Arms Tonight.
Oh my god.
Taking this one just a little bit more literal.
So what is occurring, TC?
Give me a second. I'm looking for this one particular picture here.
Take your time. I'm
and, like,
only on the power band of 5100 RPM.
I guess this one and Alpha 5 are just sitting there playing rock, paper, scissors.
No.
While Alpha 5 just constantly chooses rock, and I just constantly choose paper.
Yeah, no, you both just keep choosing rock. 'Cause
That's-
Because for Alpha 5, it's the hardest thing he knows. Like, it beats everything else in his head. And then for this one, because he's a tree and he's so revolved around nature, it's the only thing he trusts.
Alright,
My
So it's
wisdom is very high.
It's just rock, paper, scissors, rock. Dang it. Rock, paper, scissors, rock. Dang it. It gets louder.
Well, no, we're playing an intelligent game of chess. It's very intense.
Okay,
This
that
is
may
probably-
be harder for me.
This is the most intense game of chess you've ever seen.
All right. I should probably start looking at my spells and see what I have that's actually useful.
As you guys
Okay.
walk up to around the corner, you hear what is a very heavy-set human cursing out this young girl in Elvish as he continues to kind of just whip her.
I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages.
As you hear him call her lazy, whore, slut, like just
Bad name.
yeah, bad names. Just generic. Insert generic bad names here. Oh. It says something along the lines of, "That's the last time you've ruined a business deal for me. I'm going to kill you for this." As you hear another of the whip.
Oh, jeez. Nalia kind of like, at just hearing the word, she just reels back. Like the ears fold back down. She's heard stuff like this before around the inn back home. And she just kind of looks to Rogar and it's just, I don't. We've got to do something.
He nods and leaps through the doorway and points his bow at the person with the whip and casts Sinister Threat.
All right, what does it do?
Let me make sure it does what I think it does.
Can I also? I have heroism. Can I cast that on Rogar?
What does it do?
Okay, so it is one bonus action and a range of, it's one action, a range of touch, and a concentration up to 1 minute. A willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery until the spell ends. The creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns. When the spell ends, the target loses any remaining temporary hit points from the spell, and at higher levels, you can cast it with a spell slot second or higher, and you can target an additional creature for each spell slot. But I'm just targeting him.
All right.
So you are now fearless and brave, and also you're a bit stronger.
Okay, that's helpful because Rogar's actually really scared right now otherwise.
Strongar.
All right, so Sinister Threat is 15-foot range, one reaction. I target one creature within range when it enters range or becomes hostile within range.
Okay.
And it is a duration of concentration up to 1 minute. I unsheath part of my weapon or gesture threateningly with it.
Which you come in
and
with your
make
crossbow.
Make the simple implication a magical compulsion. The creature can choose to end its turn immediately and be charmed by me until the spell ends, or until me or my companions do something harmful to it or its allies.
I got you. All right. So basically, you jump in, and this guy now has a giant crossbow in his face. He kind of takes a step back, and he's like, "And who are you?"
And I gesture. If they don't choose it, TC, then they have to make a successful wisdom saving throw. And if they fail, they become frightened for the duration, and I gain advantage on melee attack rolls while it is still frightened. At the end of each of its turns, it can make another saving throw, ending the spell if it succeeds.
That's the reason why he stopped attacking. I'm going to say that he is frightened of you.
I'm going to gesture at the whip, and then gesture for him to toss it on the ground.
As he slowly puts it on the ground, puts his hands back up in the air.
And then I'm going to gesture him away from the girl.
As he takes a couple of steps to the left, kind of now standing with his back to a corner.
Nalia is gonna like get between the two of them and try to get the girl up onto her feet.
The girl barely manages to get on her feet as she kind of stumbles out the doorway, with Nalia kind of guiding her out the door.
Yeah.
All right. Are they out of the room?
They are out of the room.
Good. Rogar slowly backs out of the room, not taking an eye off of him, until he is well out of the doorway, and then he takes off running after them.
As you guys
He doesn't want to fight.
as you guys run right back into the run back to the market where you guys were just at with the girl in tow. You guys finally get a good do what?
Is this to hide us? Like, is this like peak market day?
Yeah, it's peak. You're at the peak point.
Okay.
You're good.
I'm also going to cast around for a shawl or a robe or anything that's just lying about that could help disguise her.
Go, Rogar. Look with your eyes.
I'm going to attempt to. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on her to help ease the pain. And
as you kind of wave your hand, a kind of a soft green light appears around as the wounds in her skin begin to kind of etch close. You all finally get a good look at the woman. She has this is actually what she looks like. Just take the face, imagine scars and other stuff on it.
Give me a second. Is
Where
it?
is that?
Where is it?
Ah.
Where'd you put it?
It's on the map.
It's on the map. She's
the map.
big.
Wait, like
On the map. On the
On the map. On the map. On the map. On the map.
Oh,
On the map.
It's
oh,
Dora
she
the
actually looks very
Explorer.
nice.
Elf version.
So okay, gotcha. I'm gonna kind of while Rogar is searching for something to cover her, I'm just gonna lean towards her and just what was that about? Just like asking her simple questions.
She just kind of looks at you and doesn't just kind of shakes her head. She doesn't really want to talk about it. She just manages.
He's got another mute.
She manages to get out. Thank you.
It's no problem at all. I really couldn't stand there and let him do that to you. Now, could I?
Well, you're the first one to stand up and say something.
Well, it takes the tiniest of words to move mountains.
That or a big friend with a couple of crossbows.
That too. Hey, Rogar, have you found anything to cover her?
Good question. TC, has Rogar found anything?
Nope. Oblivious.
Holds up a piece of bread. This is all I found.
Seth, you find a tailor nearby, and you manage to quickly buy kind of a large cloak that's just a little too large for her, and you put it over her.
I'm just imagining he's at this like tailor booth with all these wonderful garments, and he comes back with like a dish rag.
Ooh, do they run into me then?
Yeah, Turin was headed to the tailor too.
I'm going to assume, since you're being stealthily and you're trying to leave us anyways, that we're oblivious enough given the current situation.
Yeah, Rogar's not going to notice you unless you want
Yeah,
to be seen.
they don't notice you.
Okay.
Yeah, so he hands it to her and kind of wraps it around her shoulders so that she's covered and doesn't necessarily, isn't easy to identify anymore.
Okay. As she kind of grabs hold of the cloak and pulls it tighter around herself, she looks over to you, Rogar, and ask, "Is it okay if I stay with you guys just for a while?"
He glances down at Nalia for a second to see what her thoughts on it are.
I don't
But
see why. I don't see why that would be a problem at all. I mean, we have.
so he looks back up at her and also nods.
Well, then I will follow you. Thank you.
Okay. It's probably better we bring her back to the wagon before we go searching for more rations and such.
On the way back, you actually managed to find a ration store that you guys just somehow had missed.
Oh.
It also
that's
has
convenient.
very convenient because DM magic. Oh, I'm also keeping in track of time here for our league peeps.
Yeah.
So you also managed to find for 1 gold, a very special box of chamomile tea.
Rogar is absolutely ecstatic.
He just opens the box slightly, and it's like opening like the gates of heaven. You just see golden. Yep. But to everyone else, it's just a plain dumb box, and it's just to him, it's the world. Well, him and Nalia, they're both kind of cooks at this point.
I cook all the time. People just don't see me do it.
You cook like chlorophyll.
All right.
Yes, I make the glucose.
All right, particularly whenever we get back, if Tidri is there, I'm going to try to gauge his reactions first.
He's gone by that point.
Rogar visibly breathes a big sigh of relief.
So they come back to the cart.
Yeah, we ended up just heading back.
So Gabe, what are me and you doing? Are we just like sitting there blank face or just staring at each other?
No clue.
I like to imagine they're staring at each other with that conversation. Like, so what are we doing? No clue.
Okay.
Listen, I honestly didn't think we were gonna get to leave the wagon today, you know?
Yeah.
This one has a question metal one.
Yes.
What will we do?
No clue.
Oh,
Everyone
geez,
just
yeah,
had
neither of
a
these are going to
barrel.
be interested in any of the shops or any of the food-based festivities.
Which makes this go by so much quicker.
Is there
Seems
a
like-
shrubbery?
This stuff is kind of useless to me.
This one understands. This one has no need for food,
Yeah, neither do I.
nor safe shelter. This one
Yeah,
can hide
same.
in the trees.
We
Oh,
found
God.
out the number was 3, 4. What?
Does the metal one know?
Bottles.
Does the metal one know what?
Okay, time out,
Does the
time out,
metal one
time out.
know when they will return?
What are you asking, JV?
No, I was saying the number is 3 bottles before I need water.
Oh, I got you. We're good.
No.
Alright, I want to hear this one's question.
Well, I was just saying, like, does the metal one know when they will return?
No. No clue.
Should the metal one have?
Hopefully soon.
Should this one or the metal one follow some of them to make sure they come back?
That probably would have been helpful.
Hmm.
They don't seem like the most capable of lunch.
You are not incorrect.
Yeah.
The feather one left really quickly as well.
Yeah, he kind of scooted off in that direction. I didn't really
Also,
care to
Alpha
chase him.
5 was the only one who noticed him leaving.
This one was gonna say something, but he thought it's better just to wait and watch.
Dad's gonna call me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Pretty much.
Should we be afraid of the guards coming to get him?
Oh,
Yeah, we probably should watch out.
Dad's kind of freaking out because he now owes me too much money. He cut my hours from $8 an hour to $4 an hour.
Does the metal one believe we will leave here quickly, or will we be within
He's
this
afraid
city
he's
for a
gonna get in
while?
trouble.
It's a good
So
possibility
I
that
just
we'll
told
be
him, "Look,
leaving
I don't
quite
care
quickly.
About the town.
Yeah.
I said,
That
I
makes
just want a
this one
couple of
happy.
things for us of the year. That's it.
Yeah.
The VR heads up.
You hear this weird, ominous speaker just like mumbling in the background.
This
Yeah.
one always hears the-
Tree thing.
This one always
Oh.
hears the forest. This one
The
always
mattress.
hears the forest within his head.
Anything
Yeah,
essential
no,
that
I
we
hear
may or
like
may not
an
need other than that,
omnipotent voice
think we're
just,
gonna be
you know,
fine.
in the back of my mind.
Not
I don't know what it's
significant.
saying. Something about hours or something.
Something about money? Yeah, what? What is
Money and hours. I don't know.
This one does
Does
not know.
Alpha 5 hear God? Just idly?
God.
As he's sitting there?
I'm just
What's the idea behind that?
It's gonna depend on tomorrow what the parts do. for
So
Dad.
does
I'll
Rogar
let
and
you know once I
Alia
know.
walk up with the elf chick, or y'all just like getting food?
Like I said, I'll find out tomorrow morning.
Apparently.
they're just
Something
grabbing
about
food on the way
tomorrow
back in,
morning.
Like,
All right.
Love you. I want to get back to this. Kara was asking me about what my work schedule is tomorrow. Sorry.
Figure.
you're all good, bud.
All right. So what have I missed? I apologize. I shouldn't be missing anything.
They walk back
Nothing.
to the cart. They
We
walk
were
back
just
to the cart.
Absolutely nothing.
So
You
we
missed
have
this
me.
one in alpha bonding.
Hold on. What?
Yeah,
We're just sitting there. More
pretty much.
monster bonding.
What's going on now? Lots of bonding.
Nothing.
The tree
So
man
you have.
and the metal man are talking. That's about
Okay.
it.
So you have me and Turin still out.
Yes.
All right.
As Rogar and Nalia come back to the
Tidri,
cart with
we're moving on to you.
Hi.
So what are you looking for?
Spell books and books on dragons.
Roll me a d20.
I guess we're just like a commercial, Gabe.
At 20.
Do what? Is
So you got
that a nat 20?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You
Well,
happen
nat
to
20.
find, I wouldn't say a stall, but a kind of like a giant cart with a door on the side, and it's got all of these little books on the outside and shelves and more books on the inside, and it's the place where you want to be.
Sweet. So I'm just looking. So for this instance, do I find spell books?
What kind of spell book are you looking for?
2 or 3. Just any type of magic.
Any
Like
type of
someone's
magic?
old, like someone's old like academy book would do.
Okay, the reason why I'm asking is there like a what is the purpose of trying to find this book, if you don't mind me asking?
I just want to learn more spells.
Okay. Let's see what table I'll pull up real quick. You're also looking for a book on mythical creatures or dragons or something like that?
Specifically, dragons and giants, and the 1,000-Year War.
Oh, someone that does know their history here. I'm proud of you.
That's the only reason why this character's here.
I know.
man. The tree man doesn't care about history. He's a fucking tree.
You find. Let's see. You find a couple of different books. Hold on. I promise you guys, I'm getting to learn your characters a little bit better as we go along. I'm still trying to figure all of this out. You're a wizard,
also-
right, Harry?
Yes. A dragon marked of warding dwarf.
Alright. Roll me a d20. To find which book you to figure out which book you get.
15.
15?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
You find a book on the Continual Flame. Level 2 spell.
Sweet.
Oh, you find a book on reptilian creatures of the Silver Marshes. You find another book about the giants of the Silver Coast. These are all just kind of basic history books, and there's one book that it looks like one of those giant manuscript of a books that has the 1,000-Year War written in big fancy letters on the top.
I want that one in the history of giants, and what's the continual flame? I don't even remember that spell.
I just closed out of it, dadgummit. Continual Flame.
Second level, I don't, yeah, I have access to it, never mind. Oh, I got you. Yep. So that will cost 50 per level. So 100 gold for this. And then how much for the other books?
So you're asking 100 gold for Continual Flame?
Yeah, because it's 50 per spell level.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say the history books are gonna go for about 20 gold a piece. And
Damn.
Well, they're yeah.
Yeah. Price
And
the knowledge.
yeah. And then I'm gonna say that the big manuscript of a book with looks more like a dictionary more than anything else. That's gonna be about. What you think's a fair price, JV?
Depends how extensive it is.
I'm gonna say this is the most. This is an extensive book coming straight from the top university.
That's an expensive book.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume
75.
50 to like 75 seems right.
75 gold.
Yeah, 75 seems about right.
All right. So 20,
should've brought
20,
Turin.
75, and then 100.
Yep, I now have 695 gold.
You should have brought Turin, man.
On that
Get you
note,
some good prices on that one.
on that note, I need to know how much I spent on the stuff I got.
Get dirt cheap.
You spend 10 gold on another month's rations. And then
We got scammed in Tribal.
another 30 another 30 silver for the cloak.
We
Cute.
did get
was a
scammed
nice-
in Tribor.
That was a nice
500
fucking
gold.
cloak. That's a nice fucking cloak.
Well, it was very large.
Yeah. Still, that's a nice fucking cloak for 30 silver.
It'd probably fit Alpha 5.
I mean, Robo was also in a hurry, so he probably didn't try to negotiate in any way.
Oh yeah. Well,
I'll take your finest silks.
All right.
There's a good chance he just reached in and figured and pulled out a good clump of money to pay for it.
yeah, I'll start heading back.
All right. Turin,
Yes.
what are you looking for? What specifically are you looking for?
I need like a gray kind of wrap. Think shit. What am I thinking of?
Black silk?
No, silver or pale gray wrap, kind of like the monk one, the stereotypical like Buddha monks, something big enough for Alpha 5. I need a dark blue cloak. Wait, yes. Dark blue cloak. And then something black and shiny that I can find at the tailor. It could be a brooch, it could be a rock, it could be anything they've got if it's shiny. And it's not imperative. But I'm looking for the clothing in particular.
You go to the tailor and you do see Rogar immediately leave the thing, but you're like, I'm not worried about him. I'm on a mission.
Yes.
You go to the tailor and
Secret tunnel.
timeout.
No timeout. Keep pushing forward, TC.
Turin.
Push forward. Push through it.
What are you trying to
Yes?
do to me?
What do you mean? What am I trying to do to you? I'm trying to get the 2 pieces of clothes.
Why
I'm gonna
those?
find the clothes.
It
They're
fits
presents for
Alpha
the people.
5.
Yeah, gray one for Alpha 5 because he's a robot and he's silver, so silver to pale gray, and then dark blue for the dwarf.
He talked about this last session, TC. Remember your players.
Oh, he left. He left before this happened.
Oh yeah, he
Yes.
did.
Yes, I'm getting. Turin is shopping for his friends.
Are you trying to dress them up like characters from Avatar?
No,
No, I'm just bringing.
How they look.
He asked us
Yeah.
our favorite colors, and he's trying to get clothing and presents to match it.
Yeah,
I said secret tunnel because funny meme lol.
All right. So back to turn, TC.
I'm watching you.
Me?
Yes, you.
What?
TC said he'd have more problems with me in this session.
I know. All right, fine.
I'm on my best behavior.
So am Why? What's your point?
Oh, sorry, you sounded like Turin for a second. I'm watching you, Turin.
Oh hi.
Wow. Okay.
So apparently I sounded like Turin.
No.
Oh, I sounded like Turin.
Yes.
Because I said me?
Ah,
Anyway,
anyway,
I already assumed.
good grief. Good
for
grief, man. Alright, alright. We'll move along with this, I guess.
I guess.
Okay, so I find the things that I'm looking for. The
Yeah,
clothing.
you find the clothing you're looking for at the tailor.
Are there visible prices marked on them?
She tells you... Oh.
No. Are they there when I find them?
No.
Because I'm not looking for people. I'm going to use prestidigitation to soil all the clothing and give her 1 gold for what I want. But a really dull piece of gold.
well,
There are
because
no
the schmuck
prices
ones are
available as
obviously
she
more
cuts the
valuable.
fabric.
Do
she
it?
cuts the fabric.
She's cutting the fabric for you in front of you.
Oh, so these are tailor-made.
Yes.
We
She's a tailor.
found the solution.
Wait, then how'd Seth get the shawl from her? He just ripped. He said he just.
There's
found
some
one.
there is some pre-made clothing.
But what he's asking for
hold
is to
on.
be made.
I'm assuming you have the specifications about for what you're buying for the people. Correct?
Just about, yeah, like the right sizes and
Then
such,
I'm
yeah,
going to
because-
assume that in the conversation, which I know we haven't really RP'd the conversation, that's my fault, sorry.
No, you're fine.
You are giving her the specifications for the things you need and the materials that you want for those things, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's cutting them and hand making them. Your prejudice, your little scam artist trick here is not working.
Not yet.
It'd be hard to fool someone who's literally cutting it. That the
That's true.
quality immediately
It's not all about
deteriorated.
fooling. It's not always about fooling. There's more than one way to be sneaky and or beaky.
Um,
On that note, I might have to go back to the rest of the 6-pack.
Hold on a second. Everyone say bye to Turin.
Let's-
He's gone.
Oh, no.
I disconnected him.
Oh, okay.
That pun was awful. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
What happened?
Sneaky,
Oh no, what happened?
sneaky and beaky?
It was better than one of your puns this week, TC.
No, it was
That's
not.
It's
At least
Okay,
my
let's-
pun was
let's-
bearable.
character. He has a beak,
Okie
TC.
dokie.
I know he's got a beak. The
Yeah.
pun was there. I got the pun. By the way, Turin, I disconnected you because of that bad pun.
Oh, okay. I wanted to make sure it's like, oh no.
Did my internet die?
No, you actually highly offended our DM. Get out of this game now.
Well, roll a new character.
You've
Alright,
been
turns-
smited by the power
okay.
of God.
The big blue
TC
dragon
has the
comes
power.
back and lands on you. Game over.
TC has the power of God and
I
man.
run.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
No.
As she's making the cloak, Turin uses prestidigitation not to soil it, but to make the smell of something just completely foul. That the fabric itself has some kind of like rot into it that's already in there, like when you get like mites and stuff, like mothballs on clothing that sits in an attic for a while.
As she brings the clothing up to you. Actually, you know what? Roll me a d20 because you had to persuade her for this one.
Persuade? Okay.
Mhm.
This could be a performance.
That's true. It could
Not
be
for
performance.
this. I don't think
Ooh.
for this.
I'm gonna go with
Nice.
persuasion on
We'll
this
be
one though.
using Damn, I was gonna say I'll go for performance.
I know you will.
From now
Like,
on,
as a
all things will be-
non-vocal entity, Turin's not persuasive by nature.
Well, it'd be hard when you can barely speak, which is I'm very curious how you relayed the specifications.
Paper.
Fair.
That's
Yeah,
what I
we
would
know
say.
Rogar has paper. We know
At least I'm
Tidri has
literate.
paper. It's not hard to think that Turin would have acquired some from one of them.
I am paper.
All right, Turin. What's your
Always
roll?
carry paper.
That's
I
fair.
am
It says
paper.
it's rolling. I clicked the button and it's I hit enter. It's just trying to roll.
Okay.
My internet's not been the quickest today.
You
Roll
have
the
disconnected him from Roll20. How dare you?
Damn it,
He
TC.
did?
No, I
I'm
just
so fucking with you.
I just disconnected you from the Discord. I'm not gonna do that. I'm
Okay.
not gonna go that
You
far.
can always get
Okay.
TC to roll for you.
Yeah, I can do that.
What the
It says
hell?
it just finished the roll.
Hmm?
What happened?
A 4.
Oh, natural 1.
Nat
But
1's
I'm using
not
the. Oh,
occur
okay.
except in combat, TC.
But for this case scenario, 4 won't cut it.
Nat
We're
1's
Yeah.
personally close. I'll find another tailor.
Nope.
As she puts the clothes on the table, and you done your prestidigitation, your rot smell trick over here. She goes, "Oh, well, I'm sorry, dearie. That was just a bit of last night's dinner coming over. Don't mind me. You'll be fine. I promise you, it's not in the clothing."
Hmm.
She sounds like the evil villain in Disney movies before you realize they're the evil villain.
She sounds British.
Yeah, it's a dead giveaway for Disney villains.
Except, hold on, she hasn't blamed anyone and called them a fool yet. So
Good
Not
point.
yet.
Or asking for those pups yet.
Well, she's around the bird, so it could happen.
All right,
See, my statement
Turn.
finally come through.
what you gonna do? She's asking for
Okay.
the full price of the clothing.
What is the full price of the clothing?
Overall, about 50 silver pieces.
Oh, I
that's
was going to
not
offer a
bad.
full gold coin. I'm surprised she turned me down.
Well, she's asking.
okay.
She's asking for a full thing.
Well, that would be 5 gold pieces.
It would be
it would
5
be-
gold
oh,
pieces
that's
for what
true.
he's wanting.
Yes. It's not 100 silver to a gold.
Oh, that's right. I'm
pin.
thinking copper.
That's right. That's right. It would be 5 gold.
5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces.
That's why I was like, 30 silver for that fucking shawl. Jesus Christ.
See, I keep forgetting that it's not 100 copper to a silver and 100 silver to a gold. That frustrates me.
Same.
how much silver to a gold is it again?
10.
Oh,
It's 100 copper.
Yes. You have a question,
Okay.
Smart Master.
What
Welcome.
do?
Personally,
That's why they asked that
Hi,
question.
new friend.
for taking time out of your day and your busy work schedule for attending such an idiotic collection of people trying to perform their way through the world of Dungeons and Dragons.
Me
Enjoy
trying
the
to
show.
me trying to drag them by their hair through this game.
Join us as in what you mean, dude.
We
That
just
sounds
say-
like
Hey, I went willing. I'm following along.
I think they're asking to be a member in this.
No, sadly not. You're not dumb enough to
Listen, we have someone with an intelligence of 5.
Oh,
have you ever-
I apologize, my dude. It's we
you
already
ever
have
seen
a
the
very
really
full
big
party as
hit?
it is, and I've with the 6 people that I currently have DMing. Adding new people in and out is not something I'm really up to doing right now. But if I ever do another
I'm a
campaign
treat.
or something like that, and I might open up to Twitch people to hop in and join in and stuff like that. Sorry, my dude.
I'm a tree man.
So, all right. Oh,
Anyways, if you've ever
Yep.
seen a big pot of sawdust, that's how smart we are. Like, just compare us to the sawdust.
Now my wisdom score is really fucking high.
Yes.
I've got 20.
all right. So I want to say then I
Okay.
want to say then now because I'm having to reimagine all of the money thing here. 3 gold for
You
everything.
Okay. We got a
Okay.
2 gold discount for making it.
Turin pulls out 2 pieces of silver that are incredibly tarnished in an attempt to put it in with the 1 gold piece.
She takes one
So
of them, bites it, and goes, "That's not gold. That's silver."
Prestidigitation to make the taste of gold.
No.
That's
Wouldn't it be
not.
It's a cantrip.
That's
would it be
not
a-
how that
that's
works.
That's not how that works.
Fair
Sorry,
enough,
dude.
There would be an imprint.
That's not because you would have to make it have. The reason they bite gold is to bend it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Is
Did-
there a
did-
candle
did-
nearby?
No.
She crosses
I've got
her
one more
arms and
trick.
She's crossing her arms and says, "Try another trick like that, I'll call the guards."
Just feigns stupidity.
I take the 2 silverback, but he puts down 1 more gold piece, but a really shiny piece.
Ah, yes, because the shiny ones are more valuable to Turin.
Yeah.
As she kind of goes, tapping her finger on the counter. 1 more.
Turin reluctantly puts the final piece of gold there, but feels very scammed, but takes the clothes. Like
She
bows his
takes her
head
3
and, like,
pieces
waves
very
goodbye.
quickly before you can do anything and says, "Have a great day," and walks back off to the
Turin
back.
That's so.
Turin
that's
casts
so age.
prestidigitation to put the look of soiled clothing through some of her spools that she's not attending before walking his way back.
I feel like
God.
Turin finally met his match in the old tailor lady.
But
You're
as
such
he's
a
walking back, he
douchebag,
cleans
Turin.
through.
You're such a
She deserves
douchebag.
I've been cheap. I've been cheated. You can't.
Cheated?
You can't haggle effectively.
Cheated? Haggle my butt! You wanted an upper hand investigation. You want to turn her wares to smelling rotten and not looking as good and
Well, I can
cheated?
Get the hand.
You know what
No,
would be
you're
great,
not
TC?
cheated.
You know what would be
I
great,
know.
TC, if she just snapped her fingers and got rid of this? If she just cast her identification.
I want to
I
do
know
that, but I
that
don't
for
want to
an
do that to you
asshole.
guys right now. I could be that guy, but I also don't want to.
To him, it makes more sense because he's the troublemaker.
Well, as he's waddling back to the wagon, he's like making sure everything he casted prestidigitation on to like soil and like ruin and such. He's basically undoing it now to make sure everything looks nice and new and clean again, like when he found it.
And as you're passing by, roll me a d20. The higher, the better. You'll want to roll high on this one.
Someone's gonna steal your stuff.
Someone's gonna make a bird dead.
Oh God, I always live in fear of that.
Someone's gonna make chicken wings.
Yes!
Computer, please.
Do you want me to roll it for you?
Manual.
Here, I'll just roll me a
I'm going
d20.
manual. All right.
They can make chopsticks out of me, chicken wings.
All
out
right,
of
you got
me.
11.
I got an 11.
Yep.
Any bonus stats to add to it, or
No. You pass
No?
by an obsidian shop.
Oh god. Well, Gabe, I think it's time for us to go to league practice.
Oh, is it?
I'm
me-
joking.
Oh.
me and Gabe haven't had our second advertisement commercial yet.
No,
Wild-
God, no.
While Turn's picking his jaw off the floor, we get a quick cutback to see Alpha 5 and this one continually playing. Rock, paper, scissors, rock. Crap! Rock, paper, scissors, rock.
Oh, no,
Crap!
we moved past that. We're just kind of blankly staring at each other
Pretty much.
Beep.
in full
Boop.
silence. He's beep booping. I'm going photosynthesis.
I hate all of
God, I hate
Maybe
this
go roll in a few
No, you
seconds. I'm
don't.
sorry.
you.
No, you
Oh,
don't.
God.
You
Okay.
know, the lack of character development is great.
I mean, I'm a tree monster, and Gabe is a literal metal golem.
Yeah.
What are we? Our personalities are that of stone and wood.
Yeah.
It's
That's
so
fair.
human-like.
They just jive together real well.
Yeah, we do. Like we're literally bonding by just staring at each other in complete silence.
Turn, I just got your D20. Be thankful I
I'm
rolled.
glad for that 11. I'm glad for that 11.
All right.
Glad I roll.
Who's
Yeah,
the
very
who is
glad
the
you
obsidian for so I can better make it for them?
Me?
For you?
Yeah, I didn't have to find anything for me, but now that I did.
Oh.
What the fuck? There's obsidian?
Yeah, I know, right? I'm so excited.
That's bad.
Well, it's just some
I
rock.
don't think we can afford obsidian.
Maybe you
What?
can't.
No, we. I have more
Man,
money.
look, you have to understand though, Turin's got access to some really awesome deals. You know? Just
Yeah,
saying.
I got the hookup, man.
Hey, remember
At
that
this
time he
point,
bought
I
a
am-
massive map for
right.
45 gold?
As you look around the
Over.
stand, before you get a chance to really look at anything in detail, this massive 7-foot man that's more muscle than flesh than anything else steps forward. He is a dragonborn.
Yeah.
Like,
He doesn't look like Rogar, does he? In terms of scale coloration.
no.
What is
He
Rogar?
is also going to be at least a foot taller and probably at least 100 pounds heavier.
Rogar,
that's
what
about
are the
average
color of
for a
your
dragon.
scales?
Yeah, what are you?
Red, right?
Black.
You're...
Oh.
Yeah, this guy
Oh.
is bronze.
Oh,
Ah,
fuck, you're
good, good, good.
chromatic.
So this guy is standing there. He's like, I see you have spotted my wares. Would you care to
Turn
look?
kind of nods and waves. Sorry. Nods and waves.
As he
Very
kind of
nice.
reaches his arm around you, paps you on the back, that knocks a good bit of the breath out of you and brings you into the store just a little bit further. He says, as he's showing off all of his wonders and wares of anything you
Can
can
he
think.
reach down that low?
Huh?
Without, can he reach down that low without having to like get on a
I'm-
knee?
I'm 4'6".
That's
I'm not that
short as
small.
fuck.
He
Yeah,
is
you
7
are.
foot. The Dragonborn's
He's
apparently
7
7
feet.
foot.
Oh, that's true.
You'd have to like bend down and pat him, like touch him. It'd
Yeah,
look
I was
weird.
like,
It's
wait,
okay.
that doesn't add up because I've had girlfriends that are 5 feet and I'm 5'8". Like, fuck.
I think you're
I know
going
how
to be
that
fine.
difference is.
I think you'll be fine.
He
Anyway,
ruffles turns feathers as he
Birdman,
pushes
you
you
get a
in.
little bit of airtime as he pats you on the back as he sits back up, kind of lifting you in the air. Happy?
What? That's just weird.
Yes. That's great. That's great customer service.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
He
Oh.
lifted
Very
you
valuable.
As you
into the air.
As he shows you kind of around his shop, you notice that there's all kinds of things made of obsidian. There's a couple of daggers here and there. There's a couple of swords that have obsidian embedded into the blade in and of itself. There's obsidian arrowheads that are jagged. There's even a couple of wands and staffs that have obsidian crystals polished to the very to a mirror's edge that are still sharp as all can be. There's a couple of braces that have very fine. I don't want to say very fine, but very obsidian studded teeth on it with a little bit of hook. So you hit somebody with it, it's gonna grip them. Like anything and everything that can be made of obsidian is made of obsidian. There are desks, there are chairs. There.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's
Fuck, this man gets so much obsidian.
Obsidian
He's a
thong.
Dragonborn.
Goes to adventure.
give him sand and he breathes. Sorry. What?
Give him sand and he breathes.
He breathes.
He breeds.
He breathes.
Mm.
Breathes.
Yeah, he breathes.
Not breeds.
He breathes. He breathes obsidian. I want that power.
TC fuck. Okay,
Okay.
anyway, move on.
Turns
Ashton,
bundling
EC
again.
has confirmed fuck.
oh my god. I hate
Okay,
you,
we're moving
Ashton.
on.
I absolutely hate you.
There's my one for the night.
Turin points to something quite obviously well out of the Dragonborn's reach that he'll have to go get something to move, and when he does so, sits down and casts Unseen Servant again. Another level 2 spell slot. But then he points to 2 of the
Nothing
daggers and
happens.
gives him 3 what?
Nothing happens.
Ah, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Obsidian. It's fucking obsidian.
The obsidian absorbing the magic.
As a matter of
I thought
fact,
it was inlaid.
when you cast this,
Magical.
a little bell goes ding 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 ding. As the guy turns back around, he's like, casting magic in my shop, I see.
Turin nods and writes Mage Hand on a piece of paper because he's going to pretend like he's trying to help him pull the thingy down.
No.
Preferably a sword.
As he
Preferably a sword of some
as he
kind.
kind of wags his finger, which is about as big as your beak, in your face, is like, no magic in here. I get what you want. You'll pay. You go on your way. That is our relationship. Yes.
But his voice
Okay.
has changed.
Ah, yes. My
Turin
favorite.
nods, but you can kind of see the wheels turning in his brain, but he nods and says, okay. Well, he doesn't say okay, but he nods.
As he turns
It's
back to
completely
the thing
ground.
that you pointed at, he puts this black obsidian feather, ridiculous garment on top of your head. He says, "Now that is a good look."
Man, that's
Black
bird.
and feathered. Mm. Turns more swayed by the weaponry at this point.
He can see the look, and he's like, "No, all right. Just saying, you have to go to battle in style. Why not this?" As he picks it back up, puts it back on the shelf, he says, "So what catches your eye? Go ahead, point. Let me take you to where you need to go."
Let me take you for a ride.
I'm a big
See,
green
I only
fat-
have daggers. I really need a good short sword or a rapier. So anything longer than what I'm currently using, because I do want.
So
Do
how do you
not
explain
be-
this to him?
Pointing
Picks up a piece of
thing.
Oh.
with his piece of paper that has the word mage hand. He just kind of puts like a stick figure sword on it, and then puts the word rapier next to it, and then puts another stick figure sword, and then puts short sword.
He says, "Well, the nature of obsidian," as he goes on this 5-minute long discussion about obsidian, what it can
Oh,
do, what it
Fucking
can't do.
hell. No, it's really sad. I would enjoy that conversation if I were there.
About
Oh,
how
yeah, dude.
Rude by
about
his
this.
words.
about how
I'm a fucking dwarf. Yes, I would love a conversation about obsidian.
about how it is good and sharp, but it's not very strong. You likely get one good hit from a rapier type blade, and then it's gone. You'll want something that has a little bit more beef to it if you want something like that.
like a battle axe.
Where's Arby's?
Where he actually turns around and pulls out this massive two-handed battle axe that is the thickest chunk of obsidian you've ever seen that's jagged. And he says, "Like this."
Fucking called it.
Like a D-sword.
Thank you for the idea, by the way, Ashton.
I bring the bestest of ideas and the worst ideas.
Hmm.
He
Does
says,
he have any
"Well,
bolts that I could use then instead? Because Turncoat Laser said, like, there's no way he's picking that up. He's looking for the next.
he
best
looks
thing.
at it. He
Since he's taken the
looks at
time
it and
he's
looks at
kinda-
you. He's like, on second thought, maybe not best."
Gives him
Maybe not.
gives him a mini axe.
Yeah, like a throwing
hand-
axe of
throwing axe.
obsidian. There you go.
A hand axe would work.
Oh, he takes you over to the arrows that they've got in obsidian. A bundle of 10 obsidian arrows. It's going to cost you 5 silver.
What?
What?
That is not even close to actual price.
It's not a lot of
If he's saying
obsidian.
5. And it's for 10 arrows?
Yeah.
Talk
No
about
bolts,
getting
but I guess I could
scammed.
use the arrows and kind of.
Oh, you're looking
We
for
still got
bolts.
plus 1
My bad.
longbow.
Do you want bolts instead of arrows?
Preferably, but I mean, then we have something to fire from the longbow we've got sitting in the wagon. So.
Why not both? There's bolts and there's arrows. Oh,
Oh,
about the same price. 10 for 5 silver. Excuse me.
10 for 5. So I'm doing math real quick. Turn offers 5 gold for 25 arrows and 25 bolts.
Done. As he bundles them up for you, wraps them delicately, hands them to you, waves at you as he walks you back to the front of his shop and says, "Have a nice day."
well, you can
Turn
buy
kind of waves, and then he's done. He's back. He's going to the wagon. I just spent what 5 gold. Yeah.
as
yeah,
off of
after
fire.
getting put on the
Let me
back foot.
find this.
He has met an intelligent match to his shenanigans that does not leave him feel cheated.
Turin will remember this.
Turin, you owe me for planning this because I knew you were going to do this. I pulled out the stops for you on this one. You're welcome.
is a worthy foe.
No, not today.
As everyone seems to magically DM magic, come back to the cart about the same time, except
we were
for
already there, TC.
Nalia and Rogar and the other girl, and of course the two that never really left because whatever.
Does the robot really need food or clothes?
Oh, it's a first level. Oh.
Wait, so did
Sorry.
Rogar and Nalia get there first, or are we still out and about?
You got there first.
You got there about the same time. Oh no. Tidri and Turin got back about the same time.
That makes more sense.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah.
Do me and Alpha 5 notice Rogar, Nalia?
No,
come
you
back
guys
with
are
the
locked
other-
in this never-ending, non-blinking battle to see who's going to blink
Oh.
first.
I never blink.
I don't think either of them
as
have.
well.
I don't think they have to.
That's the point of the joke.
Wait. Gabe will rust when it rains. I will grow. I win.
Are we just gonna have to get like a stretcher to lift them both up? Like,
In what
we're just
stretcher?
gonna take the might of the entire city to lift them
We
up onto
just-
the cart so they don't have to interrupt their dumb game.
While this is going on, Turin kind of pulls the blue cloak to the side and like the blue orb and passes it to Tidri.
So what is this crystal, TC?
It is a scrying orb.
Good to know.
Nice.
Once
Yeah,
per session,
Turin's got no earthly idea.
you have the ability to, if you know the name and the cardinal direction of a character, of a person,
Cool.
you can scry where they are at and their immediate location around them, but you do not know exactly where they are at. Like, you can say, okay, north, somebody that you're looking
Cool. I'm
for.
gonna use it.
Do what?
I want to know. I want to know where she is. Where'd she go?
The dragon?
Who?
Yep.
You see clouds.
Just
In the
this is
sky.
going to happen now every fucking session.
I know.
You see sand.
I
You
know.
see clouds.
Okay.
You see a brothel. Wait, what?
Yep. God.
Alright, so this
Okay.
one's gonna continue looking at Alpha 5 and go, it would appear the others are back.
Yeah.
Should we address them or just continue sitting here? This one asks.
Let's do stuff. What?
Turin gives the gray clothing to Alpha, and then the green orb to this one.
Thank you, small
I'm passing out the gift.
bird.
This one looks at
Isn't
the
he
green orb.
Turin kind of goes through that and kind of, because you say Goliath, he doesn't know Goliath, but he's got the giant language. He kind of goes through and flips through that little book he borrowed from the library in Olston's, and finds one of the giant ones and puts the closest thing he can find to metal, and then like takes the ink and kind of writes it on the thing for him. So he's got like a little insignia on it.
I do speak common, and I can't read, so.
Hey, to be fair, none of us have confirmed in character that you can't read. I think we've all just kind of assumed
Oh,
that you
yeah, that's true.
I think
I
I'm not
look
aware.
at the paper. I
I
look
don't
at the
remember if I
paper,
tried this.
and I say,
No, he puts it on the
Dang.
thing, on the cloak, on like the clothing for you. Like he puts it on the thing with the ink.
"Oh, okay."
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's the best he could do. And then I think that until Rogar and Nali get here, that's all the gifts he can give away right now.
They've always been.
They're
here
there.
before.
They
Oh,
were there
cool.
when you
So
got
then-
there.
They were there first.
Oh,
Yeah.
so Turin kind of trots over. Does he notice the new lady
Yes.
sitting in the cloak?
I'm
He
going to
hands her the
assume
dagger.
that
On that note, who the fuck is she?
Turin hands her a
Say it
dagger.
out loud.
If she's with Rogar and Nalia, he assumes the best, so he gives her the snake dagger, gives Rogar the dragon bangle, and then pulls the big 5-pound pink rock out of his back and passes it over to Nalia.
Nalia goes to grab it, and it just like takes her whole front down. Like
Oh,
she puts her hands out like as if she just like flat armed. It lands in her, and it lands in her arms, and she just tips forward and just hits the ground.
Hmm.
Metal one.
Turin kind of like does
know
that affirmative, just like, "Yep, I've done good," kind of nod, and then
Yeah,
goes and hops on top of the wagon, ready to leave.
Alright,
He's done
well,
his shopping.
This one turns to the metal one and goes, "Metal one, do you know who this new person is?
Not a clue.
How about you, fiery one?" This one asks.
No.
Then scaly ones.
I thought the deal was we weren't bringing new other random people with us. Who is she?
Rogar takes out his notebook and writes, "It's a special case," and shows that up to him.
Elaborate, either one of you.
So Nalia
It
gets
opens
up.
his
She's
mouth
rogue.
as if to talk, and then just kind of awkwardly pauses, and then just
I'm
kind of looks at
aware
me
you
like that.
can't. Nalia, explain.
Sonalia just like gets up, rubbing her little snout after slamming into the wood flooring, and she says, "Well, she's being abused by someone. I couldn't sit there and let them be just harassed by this individual. She's being whipped, for God's sake."
That's fine and all. But
This is about the time that Rogar remembers to put his hand crossbow away.
I only spent 18 gold for all of our stuff.
hi.
Yeah,
hi,
you-
it's me.
And part of it, you gave me a rock that I can't even carry.
I have a
That rock is like a fourth of my weight. I hope you realize
Is
this.
what are you trying to say something, Tidri? I'm sorry.
I remember. I don't
Wait,
remember what we were on.
what type of orb did I get? Did I also get a scrying orb, or is it just a green orb?
You got a magnifying orb.
Oh, I can now burn the ants, but I can't do that because I don't want.
I can now burn the ants with my power! Oh,
Wait a second, I'm a druid.
Does
And I'm
that
a
let
tree
him
man.
do?
There's probably ants in
If
my
she
feet.
was weak enough to be being beat, why'd you try and save her?
yeah!
This one understands survival.
Hold on. Was that Alpha asking that?
Yes.
Survival of the fittest to the two.
All right.
the
Before
robot.
we go down that
Oh.
caveat, I need to answer this very quickly.
Okay.
When whatever object you want to examine closer, set it on the
Uh-huh.
other side of the orb, and then you sit on the opposite side so that the orb is between you and the object. Looking into the orb, you'll be able to get a magnification of about up to 20 times to see an object, glyph, writing, whatever. It's almost like a magnifying glass
Ooh.
or a microscope, something like that.
All right, I'm gonna type that
Okay.
down.
I
Now
find
back
the
to my
best
question.
gifts.
Why'd you save this random person? We don't know them. We don't owe them anything. They're
Rogar
weak enough
gets
to be
this
being
really
killed.
indignant look on his face, and he angrily stands up between the two of them.
Okay.
Nalia just like clambers
He's
over
still
the
dwarfed
top.
by like almost a foot and a half,
Yeah.
and
Nalia-
probably a couple hundred pounds.
Yep.
Well, metal does add a little bit more weight.
As
Yep.
the girl sees that she stands up, stop. I'm not here to cause trouble. I was in a bad
I don't think
situation.
you could cause trouble.
Ooh.
Well,
Well, it's not the fact that you're causing trouble. It's
We don't know
people
who
aren't-
you are.
These people
either.
aren't very trusting.
well, perhaps I actually need to introduce myself to you two as well. My name is Rose.
You-
Huh?
Did you say Ro?
Rose.
Rose.
Hi, Rose.
So the covered one has a name.
Apparently.
As she kind of
Duh,
realizes
they're a
exactly what
person.
you are, she goes. She looks over to Naya. Did that tree just talk?
Yeah. So
Sadly.
Nalia just starts scratching the back of her head. It's a long story.
Not really. It just started following us.
This one was sent to watch. This one was not sent to watch the new one.
He's strong. He stays.
Well, we haven't actually seen him do anything, I don't think.
You see me outright
Oh.
deck a dude and take his head off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we've
fair.
seen him in combat, just like a tiny bit.
Yep.
Because
Like,
we
the tree got
immediately
hurt to a Chris that he summoned and then like he hit someone.
You didn't know I summoned it. You just saw me walk up and knock a guy out, then start decomposing somebody
Yep.
who was still alive to torture them to get information.
Anyway,
She wasn't tripped up by the bird giving her a dagger, though?
Nope, it was the tree man.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
to be fair, that would make sense. That's the fucking tree.
Yeah, I am
True.
literally.
Why wouldn't it be? Why the
I'm
fuck wouldn't
literally-
it be?
I'll say
I
it this
literally
way.
look like a
This
dryad,
way,
pretty much.
Kenku are actually not as rare as a lot of people would think, but a Groveborn, absolutely.
Yep. This tree man is just staring at you like, I'm a scary motherfucker.
He's a goddamn tree.
He
This
can't
tree-
speak properly. He's kind of retarded.
Hey, how about we not use that word?
That's also fair. I should probably not.
That hurt my green leaves have now went to fall colors because of that. No, anyway.
His tree leaves are like a mood ring.
Yeah. But I'm not even a tree man. I literally look like one of my
Alright.
picture that I put earlier.
And we're getting close to the end of the time, so let's make sure we get all the RP out of the way. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Oh.
So is the new one going to join us?
So I have no idea. Currently, we're just trying to give her shelter. I don't want her to end up running back into whoever the hell that was.
So I guess in the best case scenario, Rose, you mind explaining what got you here and into the trouble that you're in?
Wouldn't the other ones chase her here if you saved her for somebody else?
Rogar gestures at
That's a
Alpha
good
and
point.
this one.
Why would this one intervene? This one is sent to watch. Also, this new one is not part of this group.
Yeah.
Rogar just kind of rolls his eyes.
I don't care. I just need to know why you. How long do you actually plan on staying?
At his eye roll, Nalia just kind of turns to Rogar and mouths like just the words "I know" to him.
She looks up and she says, "Well, to explain my past is it's a long story, but simply put, I'm a sorcerer. Oh,
And
So you can do things.
I know it seems impossible for you to think, but strength isn't everyone, or strength isn't everything.
So far, I've been told that you've done nothing but get beat. I know you did nothing before then. You just looked kind of weak to me when you first showed up.
Well, like I said, strength isn't everything. I will try to pull my weight where I can, if it's okay with you guys. I will tell you more about my story later. But for now, I am very thankful to your two companions who, names that I did not get. As she looks toward Nalia and Rogar.
Yeah, Rogar looks a little bit alarmed as he realizes they never actually exchanged names.
Nalia just gives like you can just hear a tiniest little clap as she gives a face palm to herself. That's okay. That's my bad. So I'm Nalia, and my mute friend here is Rogar.
Rogar just smiles.
If it wasn't for Nalia and Rogar, I would probably be dead right now. There are times when I cannot control the magic that I wield, and
Oh my gosh.
elves.
let's just say I ruined.
What is she?
She's an elf.
Elf. She's an elf.
She works
Is
at
she
street.
the character that we were helping you make?
Let TC finish.
Damn it, TC, why? No.
I can't believe it took me this
No.
long to figure this
Why?
out.
Oh man.
Wait, her strength is extremely low though.
It's a 9.
5.
It's a 9.
So you roll for the
No.
stat block.
I was
We
so
can't,
into
add, we can't add a new person to the campaign, viewer, because TC decided to involve himself in his own game. I'm sorry.
I just thought.
Big oof.
I just wanted to add an NPC for story plot hooks. I
I'm
apologize.
fucking with you. It's fine.
Jesus
I just wanted to give you
Christ!
shit. I just wanted to give you shit. You're fine.
Cece just got sideswiped
Okay,
so hard.
anyways.
So Rose is telling her story. She can not control her magic, so she's probably gonna have to be put down at some point. Wait, what?
that. No.
As
Wow.
long as you can be useful, I'm okay with you coming along.
Oh god, you guys are just the absolute epitome of the worst people imaginable.
It also doesn't help, Sierra,
Sir.
that to point out that
Yeah.
these three in particular have a wonderful knack of picking on me just because they can anyway, and so I knew it
He's
was.
not wrong. He's
like-
really not wrong.
So the fact that it's coming up now, I'm just like, okay, I see how this is gonna be. I have to DM Magic Slap all of them. It's okay.
I'm throwing this
Yeah.
back at TC for the games of League yesterday.
Excuse me! Those games were fantastic! And
But
you
anyway,
know it!
back to what the useless so far sorcerer was talking about.
Anyway, sandbagging something guns. No,
You brought this on yourself.
no, I did not. You brought this on me.
So she's explaining her story about she has special magic that she cannot control every now and then.
Every now and
Continue
then,
where
that
you
is
left off.
correct. Simply put, other than that, I am just trying to find my way in life. The reason why I was being beaten, my random episode of Magic set free the person that I was working for, his prize cow for the market. I
was
may or
beating
may
you to
not have
death?
burned down the fence that held the cow in the pen.
You're telling me he reacted that harshly to losing a cow?
That
And
actually
maybe
sounds normal.
Sustenance makes sense.
Yeah, that does sound normal. Yeah.
Rogar is looking first at her with compassion and then at the others with disgust at their reactions to this.
If
The Goliath would have treated you worse.
Okay,
Just for the record,
listen.
checking the map to make sure we don't go in your
So-
forest.
if it
This
would
one wonders
if it would
how
make
it goes.
if it would please you, just let me ride with you north out of town. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm tired of this place. And I'll do what I can to help out.
You
fine.
can be useful, you can come.
I
Yeah,
promise you
I-
I will be useful.
At
Okay.
that point, I just get back in the wagon and start reading through my books that I've just acquired.
This one wonders, do creatures of the flesh name themselves after plants?
No, not
No,
normally.
my full name is Rosalina, or Rose for short.
Does the
love
new
that.
one want to be?
Oh,
a
I'm sorry.
plant?
Time out. Gabe, you asked for
Yep.
a name Ambrosia, correct?
Rosalina.
Yes, I
Sorry,
did.
Ambrosia, or
Oh,
Rose
God
for
damn it.
short.
Ambrosia.
Yes, Ambrosia, yes.
I drink of the ambrosia.
There you go.
Nikolai, calm the fuck down.
How's that for your request, sir? All right. So, I think we're going to call it there for the night.
Oh, God.
The question is now, where do you guys want to go from here? Do we want to go ahead and leave Everloon? Do we want to stay for some other shenanigans in the
Silvermoon.
city?
I don't see a reason to stay.
Well, there is that festival about to happen. I'm
Yeah.
I think it was just
actually
lunch.
curious about that.
I think
Huh?
it's mainly, he's curious about the lunch they're doing.
He wants food. Why am I not surprised?
We can pick that up next Wednesday night.
Or I say to Silvery Moon, but then again, this one's probably just sitting there
I-
waiting for people to decide.
Yeah, I also kind of
Oh.
want to just go.
Battle, we do this every Wednesday night starting around 8:30, so if you want to hop back in next Wednesday and join us and stuff like that, even if you want to sit in the Discord with us, I don't care. I also stream on Friday nights and stuff like that. But for D&D, we do shorter blitz style sessions so we can hit the story hard, have a lot of fun with it. And because of these people, I have to plan a lot for them, especially Turin. Right, Turin?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's
You
haggling. It's
dirty
very-
liar.
I spent 18
I don't
gold.
see the
How
problem.
much
He's
did
just
Kidri drop today?
A lot.
look.
I've
Turin's
actually
just
paid
going for a walk. It's not Turin's fault if all those things just keep happening around him.
Hey, I'm just
Wow.
wow. a tree.
Anyway,
a tree in the
oh, yeah, man, definitely. Just to kind of introduce you to everyone, Rogar is our Dragonborn Mute.
That's me.
Yep. Turin is
Mute
our
bard,
Kleptomaniac.
by the way.
Yeah, Mute Bard. I have like 3 bards in the group.
You said
Turin.
four.
I had 4, but the 4th dropped.
Yeah, I had 4. Hey, appreciate the follow. Oh, Morgan, Morgan Door, you are awesome. Wait a minute.
How
That
many
means
followers do you have now?
I'm no longer at 69.
Wait, someone unfollow. Someone unfollow.
Stop it. Stop it. It's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Unfollow.
Wait. I
But we
to-
have Turin over here, who is our Kleptomaniac Bird Beak Mimic.
I'm just a great haggler,
Bard.
but
Wow.
hi.
Also a
Also
bard
bard
and rogue. We have Alpha 5, who is our Construct Barbarian,
Why, yes.
who basically didn't want to
Beep
do much
boop.
anything.
Beep boop.
Tidri is our Dwarven Wizard over here, who has a fiery temper.
He is the cranky old man in the group.
Yes.
That's why
Might
he
as well
fired.
be. Might as
You're the
well be.
Nalia
Hey,
is
geez.
our kobold bard as well, but definitely the heart of the group.
Hi.
Group had a heart.
Ooh.
She also does most of the speaking since Rogar can't.
Right.
I thought
And
that
then
was
we
me,
have
too.
the mysterious Graveborn, this one,
Yes. I am
who
a
is
tree.
basically the walking int of war.
We don't know much about him yet.
Yet.
No.
We haven't gotten
Um,
that far yet.
And
No.
Rose is a new character introduced for me tonight to give them some things that they are missing as a group. You know,
I will say,
particularly
though,
people who can speak.
TC, I will say though, Alpha 5 and this one have bonded and made a strong friendship today. Just
Yes.
staring blankly at each other.
Yes.
Where
Right.
is
Good.
who at? If you don't mind me at the Graveborn. Graveborn is this one.
Literally this one. Yes.
That is literally his name.
That-
This
that
one,
Well, that's what he calls himself.
right? He has
Or
another
what the
name,
forest
but
calls him.
they haven't really got it from him, and that's also the way he speaks. So,
that one. That one or the other one.
No. The other
No,
one,
that one-
That one is something else.
That one
This
is dead.
Hey,
No, the other one I
TC.
know.
Yes,
the
yeah.
other one is dead.
Do you have any emotes on your channel?
I should.
Like for subs?
Ooh.
He
I've got
has-
one called Cheddar 27 Monk.
Give me like a couple seconds here. I'm gonna do something.
What you about to do? I'm terrible. By the way,
Oh, no.
everyone say hi to my own personal stream here. I know. I got so many things.
Hello.
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 By the way,
Yeah, whatever.
if you guys do the 2,000 cheddar bites thing, he has to
Oh,
do push-ups.
Or
Yeah.
sit-ups.
Or sit-ups. Yes.
Do it. It's good for him.
I'm gonna
Yes.
hate myself, but
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the 10K. I will eventually do it.
The 10K.
A random D&D
I-
encounter.
At some point, I will be that pissed or drunk. It won't matter which at that point.
I get a strong feeling it'll be while I'm haggling.
You know?
That would be a really good idea.
No, just,
Oh, you should
Alright,
have given
guys.
him the idea.
just to keep you
Guys on the
toes.
stream, Battle, Megan, Mergen.
Battle Megan.
Yeah, Battle Megan.
Battle
There we go.
There we go. Battle Megan.
I got it's Battle Date 117, and it's Mergen Door. I'm not gonna lie, that is a hilarious name. I love it. I'm gonna head off for the night. I might stream some Fallen Order or something. What?
You caught him on the
So,
day where you
I-
pronounced my character's name right.
as a gift to the people who have been watching the stream for putting up with us and
Oh no.
our good friend TC.
What's Alec?
Oh no.
Thank you guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Like,
So TC, does this mean we're gonna do another session this week?
Wait, I just got gifted another sub?
What?
Oh. How do you get gifted another
No.
sub? What?
someone's
I did. Why did I have a thank you thing come up?
You
No
guys,
problem.
you
Battle
guys,
date.
That's
117.
Sierra gifting subs to us.
Yep. Yeah.
guys. Sincerely, I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all guys are some
So-
really awesome people.
So to
Hey,
see-
you're providing a really fun campaign, and I'm having an absolute blast, especially during the quarantine here. You're giving us like time to spend together, and I wanted to return the favor a little
Well,
bit.
thank you.
And
Oh.
I've already made a few new friends out of this too, so
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome for me.
So,
Yeah, hi Seth. I don't know who you are.
but anyway, guys.
Oh, hi Ashton.
Yeah,
nice
man.
To meet you.
I normally stream every Wednesday night D&D, and every Friday night we do random off the wall games. Sometimes it's League, sometimes it's Vermintide, where I actually want to be punished. If you want to check out some of the really cool things that I like doing, check out some of the clips. I know there's some good clips on stream that will actually do some really the best clip is when I get jump scared. Whenever I do horror games or
Oh,
something
those
like
are
that.
the best.
My wife actually will come out and she will jump scare us, or jump scare me rather. Let me say it that way. And so
Let me tell you guys, she gets as excited about those streams, if not more so, than any of the rest of us. She loves
Not
to
wrong.
jump scare him,
Not wrong.
right.
It's a
So
fact.
and she's pretty good at it.
Yup.
so yeah, definitely. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to switch over and kind of chill out for the rest of the night. Guys, you guys are awesome. Like, a really good session tonight. I really enjoyed it. What I might start doing is after the sessions, I might actually start hosting a Q&A kind of thing for people who want to ask questions about the campaign that I can try to fill in to the best of my ability. Pick my brain on stories and stuff like that, and kind of see where things are going. So,
Could I recommend something, TC?
what?
Talk about ORPs.
Yeah, I know the mics can be really crowded sometimes, and I realize that we all know each other and our voices, right?
Right.
But we might want to do an introductory period at the beginning of each of these streams, like just going down the line, like we have so and so playing so and so, and then a hello. And
What
then
I
they
would
go
like
to
to do is, if you guys are down for it, if you guys want to send me like a picture of yourselves or a representation of your character, I'll actually pop it on the screen for everyone to kind of see who's talking from who. So,
Gotcha.
but anyway,
You get it.
guys,
Yep.
yeah, dude. It's actually my work Discord. I do work for my university, and we decided since university's closed, I can't actually go to work. This is part of my work. I'm streaming D&D to get people in here to join everything, and
Copy link. I will shoot it to you.
Go
Battle
for it.
date. Give me a second.
yeah. There are rules just to pop.
There you go.
Look at them when you get in the Discord. Other than that, I really don't care. Just be respectful
Check
to
your
everyone that comes into the room. We normally get on a little bit later in the night. And if we're not in this one, I'm in my own personal server, which if I see some people there, I'll invite people over and let them come hang out with us as well. So, other than
Wait,
that,
TC,
what?
does this mean with all the subs we're getting for the D&D sessions, we're gonna add another session?
Yes, please God. Please God, do so. That'd make me so happy. Just like a
if you wa-
Sunday night D.
You gotta think.
Saturday.
TC already has so much on his plate.
No, no.
That's
This is what I should say. Once every 3 weeks or 2 weeks, two sessions a week, or two sessions that week.
Here's the thing. I would love to do another session a week, but with my
But-
homework, especially taking 6 hours a day just to write 2 simple Java methods, and I'm me wanting to, blow my
Oh,
brains
we're
out.
not talking about right now.
Later on, definitely. But other than that, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and close this stream out. We're gonna have ourselves a good night. Everyone say hi to Mrs. Cheddar here.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
The demon in surprise, if you will.
What?
Would you jump scare me?
I said that before.
Yeah, okay.
That's the best part.
For
Not
her.
wrong.
TC, I'm curious. Is your course over the summer? Is it the full semester, or are you done next week?
It's the full semester.
That's what I figured.
I have the
Good
way
luck
the
on
way
next
my class works is this. I have on I have a quiz and a lesson that I have to learn on a day that's due at midnight. At the end of that night, I have to turn that quiz in, and then once it is switched over, on the next day I have to write a program and turn it in by midnight. That's what I had to do tonight. So next Wednesday I don't have a program to do. I have a quiz to do. So it's done every other. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm not only am I trying to balance church stuff, like I actually missed church tonight because of homework. And I know some people are probably about ready to kill me because I'm the main streaming guy at the church.
You can't really.
I know.
That's also you volunteering your time versus your actual.
But
courses.
it also helps build my resume, and you have to understand, me being an ordained minister, I'm very committed to my church.
Oh yeah.
So
There's also lines that you have to kind of draw for your own education to become like even further in
So,
what you actually want to do.
it is. Trust me, it's a very tedious process that I'm trying to balance, and trust me, Kara's already mad at me for all the bunch of the other stuff that I've got going on. Isn't that right, Kara?
Oh no, TC.
Yeah.
It also means, since you're an ordained minister, that be careful to what NPCs you propose to in this RP. TC can marry you to them.
Oh no, no,
Marriage.
that's not happening at all.
Well, it's gonna be a
What
great
happened?
side quest when Tidri can't make a session.
Oh
What happened to
god,
all the bards? Well, all the
that's
bards
not happening.
get married, and TC did it.
Happening. That's never happened.
Nalia's marrying Rogar. That ship it.
Oh. The tree man will marry himself because the tree man is the tree man.
How would
I
that
come
work?
back and someone's learned the matrimony spell somehow.
Well, you see,
This one will just reproduce by splitting and budding.
yes.
Yeah.
No,
So-
I'll grow another of this one out of this one's body.
Isn't
No.
like
Yeah, I gotta put it with.
Rogar like 6 foot something?
All right,
Five and
guys.
a half.
Okay,
6
5
foot.
and a half. That's
Y'all,
still like
I love
5 and
y'all.
a half versus 2 foot.
Cheddar tired. I'm gonna go play some Jedi Fallen Order now.
Oh.
Like,
Okay,
what is
keep
the
it, bud.
resurgence with that game?
Steam
It
had
finally
it.
released on
Steam
a
had it
good
for like half
platform.
off.
Oh.
On top of that,
Yeah,
a bunch of
50%
Origin
discount
games.
is nice.
Yeah. On top of that, a bunch of Origin games have been moved over to Steam too.
They did.
Well,
fine.
technically, we should say.
They've
By the way, if anybody wants to play Battlefield 3, that game still has a massively active community. Highly recommend for everything, like the
3
premium edition and all the DLC.
All right. Well, y'all guys have a good night. Peace out, all of y'all.
You're hopping over to main hall, right?
Probably.
Okay,
Yeah.
wanted to make